Yep, I bought a 2 kilo container of Maggi gravy.
We're gonna need a bit of gravy, Bo.
Maggi Gravy, gluten-free optional 2 kilo tubs to take home today. Everything's bigger at Brentcourt Bulk Barn in Dodcourt, Traralgon. Brentcourt.com.au.
Get into Valley GWM Havel to see the all-new GWM Canon ZF 8-speed automatic before June 30. It features 18-inch alloy wheels, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, lane keep assist, and a 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty starting from $35,990 drive away. The GWM Canon is the perfect tax-time vehicle to purchase before the end of financial year, so don't delay. Take it for a test run today at Valley GWM Havel on the Princess Highway, Traralgon. LE2T11746.
Come and check out one of Gippsland's biggest and best ranges of quality furniture and bedding at Morelli's Furniture and Bedtime and Sale. Be amazed at the great range and the prices, plus free delivery Gippsland still applies. Remember, Morelli's Furniture and Bedtime, no excuses, be there!
How's your mobile phone going? Battery always running flat? Cracked screen? Then upgrade to a new mobile phone from Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland, where buying a mobile phone is easy, with a showroom full of mobile phones unlocked or on a plan. The best range in brands like Apple, Samsung, Nokia, Oppo, and much more. Plus, being a premium Optus dealer, they have amazing offers to get you connected. Head to your local Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland store today. Zambora's new Big Burrito is so big, it'll crush any hunger. Loaded with double filling and double rice, it's sure to leave you satisfied. Head down to Zambero Traralgon today. Available for a limited time only. Zambero, feel good mix.
Gippsland Live on TRFM.
Welcome back to Bairnsdale City Oval. The sliders have been going down. Currently we have a dinosaur on top of the slide here at the Bairnsdale City Oval. Of course, raising some great money for Fight MND. The Bairnsdale Redlegs and Warragul Football Netball Club coming together. You are listening to Gippsland Live. It's a pre-game coverage for Harvey Norman betting. You can get $1 mattress upsize deals on selected Aussie-made queen-size mattresses. Take advantage for the best king-size mattress now at Harvey Norman. As we said, we are coming to you from Bairnsdale this afternoon. It is a great game that's about to be happening at about 2:35 this afternoon. So just over half an hour's time. But before that, we've got some sliders going down into the big ice bath, and it is a great setup here. The crowd is absolutely growing by the minute. There are numbers everywhere. It's great to see so many people here at the Bairnsdale City Oval. And our very own Nick Lucchino and Rob Popplestone are going down as Teletubbies. Yep, you heard it right. They're going down as Tinky Winky, and they're going down as Lala. And Boxer's heading down first. He's going to take a little bit of time into the pool, while Rob Popplestone, well, he might do a rudder, Paul Carter. It wouldn't surprise me if he left Boxer in the ice bath and he took off and ran away. But they'll both be going down very shortly. We'll get to that in a moment. Just before we do all that, Paul Carter, we've got a big game. And last week's game we'll touch on just quickly. Of course, it was a continuation of round 9. We had some Queen's Birthday weekend action today, so this is the standalone game. But a couple of good results last week. Leongatha, huge winners over Druin.
That's amazing. Just the strength of Leongatha. Just a little sidelight on it, Darryl. They had their VFL-aligned player Cam Olden come back from Richmond VFL, and he lined up in the twos. In the twos, yeah. That was amazing. But Leongatha, 8 goals, 5 in the first quarter. Druin scoreless, and that was over and done with. As we said last week, Leongatha are multifaceted up forward. Aaron Hilberg hitting 7 goals, Jack Ganane 4. Tom Crocker is new to the Leongatha senior lineup this year, put in 3. Jack Hume 2, Tom Marriott 2, another new player, Ned Hanley, a couple as well. So they certainly spread it around, and that's what makes Leongatha such a difficult team to contend with, is that you keep 1 or 2 down, but then you'll find the other ones popping up. One of the matches of the day was over at Maffra, where Traralgon took on the Eagles, and Traralgon got an early break there. Scores closed up around half-time. There was about an 8-point lead to Traralgon, and then the third quarter was probably where it was probably put to bed, as you can see it in the long run. They kicked 4 goals to 1, and another 4 goals in the last quarter. Maffra, not to be outdone, managed 5 in the last quarter. As you know, Maffra teams never give up. So it was 12-8-80 Traralgon to Maffra, 9 goals, 8-62. Harvey Neocleus, 4 goals and best on field for Traralgon.
He was good coming back from VFL duties, wasn't he?
Exactly, and he's certainly an opportunist there. Brett Eddy still leading the goal kicking with 35 goals. He kicked 3 through, and the rest were all singles. Hudson Holmes is also having a brilliant season for Mafra. He will have picked up a few True to Warden Rodder Medal votes. Hudson Holmes off a half-back flank, he plays a magnificent game. Ed Carr, ever in the top six for Mafra and Danny Butcher, and their leading goal kicker was Tom Thatcher.
Yeah, Wonthaggi Moe was a game that we called last week, and really Wonthaggi held sway right from the word go. 4 straight to 2 straight in the first quarter. They continued on their winning way. I think they won every quarter last week, winning 12-3-75 to Moe's 4-7-31. Now, big injury concerns continue out of the Moe Lions. They lose 2 last week again, and one of them is a serious one. Of course, Tommy Long tore a bicep muscle, which is a real tough one to take, and then an ankle injury to Brock Smith, who tried to go back out on the ground and couldn't do so. But in the end, Wonthaggi were far too good. Tim Knowles was fantastic down back and through the middle. Ryan Sparks and Tom Murray and Jordan Staley getting 3 goals up forward.
And another word on Moe. Harry Pepper has actually torn the hamstring off the bone.
So that's a season-ending one.
Possibly, yeah.
Yep. So they're in a little bit of strife. They need to find some depth. The other big one, unfortunately for the Tigers, well, they just couldn't get their mojo going and didn't manage a goal in the first half, and by that stage it was over. Sale was 7-7. Morwell were only 4 points. They continued on their winning way. 17-16, 1-18, defeating the Tigers 6-7. 43, Ryan Pendlebury named best, Shannon Lang, and in the forward line, well, Kane Martin, who has just relished his role of moving forward. He's got 4 goals, and Brad Desson got 4. As we just flick our attention back to the sliders for a moment now. And Lala is up on the slide at the moment. He done his little twirl, of course, his signature move was his little light-footed twirl, and Boxer has entered the ice bath now. He's got to wait. Following him in is Rob Popplestone and Tinky Winky. And we know that we want to see his signature move as well. He's going to give him a T and a W for Tinky Winky, and Poppy's about to head down. He might change his mind. Boxer's getting out. He's lost his headgear, and he does look like a bit of a drowned rabbit as well, as Poppy just waits for him to exit the bath, and now they add a little bit more ice into it as well, as Poppy just waits at the top of the slide to head down. As we said, if you want to get involved and support these guys going down the slide, head to the Bairnsdale Football Netball Club Facebook page and follow the link to donate. There's lots of photos on their socials at the moment for the sliders, as Tinky Winky or Rob Popplestone heads down into the bath as well. And great stuff on the boys. Well, you're going to have them back in the commentary box very shortly to talk about their experience of heading down into the ice slide that it is, and it's a massive crowd building here at the Bairnsdale City Oval. Of course, they're out to raise $20,000 for MND. They're currently sitting around 13.9, and we've got some photos, some footage of the guys, and we're going to put that up on our socials during the ad break. So head to Gippsland Live and you'll see Poppy and Nick Lucchino heading down into the ice bath, courtesy, of course, of Paul Carter. Just quickly before we leave on from last week, we have the updated ladder as it stands at the moment. Leongatha sit on top with 9 wins, 0 losses. Terrelgan 6-3 in second, but there's 3 other sides as well. Sale 6-3, Moe 6-3 in 4th spot, just percentage separating those 3 sides. And Wonthaggi round out the top 5. 5 wins, 3 losses and a draw. They sit on 22 points. And then, well, Paul, it's Mafra and Morwell who couldn't capitalise last week by getting the win. They had some big challenges, both those sides, and didn't get the win. They still sit outside the top 5.
But I can still see both Mafra and Morwell as big threats. Having Coy Geeth coming back into the Morwell side, really going to add a bit of bite around and take a bit of pressure off some of the other forwards, allowing them to probably get away from their opponents a bit more. So I think that's a really great addition to the Morwell team. And Mafra, I was actually talking to you, Darryl, that I convened some soccer at the weekend, during the week at the primary school. The coach of the SAR Rules was none other than Mitch Bennett. Having a chat with Mitch, and he was saying that the Mafra team do feel like they're starting to really get back into that sort of mojo that had them so successful over the recent 20 years.
Absolutely. What about today's 2 sides, Warragul and Bairnsdale? Just the 1 win, and Warragul's had a draw, so they do sit a little bit above, 2 points obviously clear of Bairnsdale, and Druid on the bottom with the 1 win. But it's a chance for one of these sides to kick-start their season again with a really good win today.
Oh, it certainly is, Darryl, and they need to. History will tell us that the race for the 5 for both of them is off, but who knows? Warragul's win and draw against Terrelgan and Wonthaggi, it sort of just doesn't ring right, does it?
Right.
That the only points they've got for the season have been against two teams sitting in the 5, and Traralgon sitting in second place, looking at this stage, in my opinion, probably the second best team going around at the time. So if Warragul can start, I know Wonthaggi a couple of years ago finished the season with 4 wins and finished just outside the 5. Just anything can happen. You just don't know what's going to go on. You would tend to think that the fight for the 5 is amongst the top 7 at this stage, but if some team does get on a run and make a run at it, you just never know what could happen up above them.
Absolutely, of course. We have sent the 2 guys out into the ice slide, as you are well aware, and Nick Lucchino is here this afternoon, all thanks to Carpet Country when it comes to walls, floors and windows. Carpet Country have Gippsland Club covered, Traralgon Superstore and in sale as well. The best carpet, timber floors, tiles and blinds with their decades of experience and the largest range in Gippsland. Make sure you go now and visit a Carpet Country close to you. Of course, they've now got the new Country Tiler as well. Check out their new tile range, sourced from only the finest suppliers, and they have something for everyone. They're on Argyle Street in Traralgon and Foster Street in Sale. As we look at the the leading goal scorers at the moment, and this is the only place you can find the leading goal scorers, of course, Play HQ, who looks after all the stats. It's a little bit hard to find, so our man...
Still working on it over there.
Yeah, they are. They'll get it by the end of the year, but Paul Carter's got all the stats for us,
there, he's on 28 goals at the moment. Closely by Brendan McDonald, held goalless for the first time for the year. Harry
Live. It's a pre-game show. We might have those 2 boys who have gone down the slide scoring out as we speak. But no doubt those guys will be warming up and we'll have them back in the commentary box. Just had note as well that the Leongatha Football Netball Club, this is from Mel Mackey, the president, and they are going to donate $500 towards the MND. So, Mel Mackey, you're an absolute legend. You're a star, mate. That just quickly come through on the text message. Of course, we've got the week off. Mel's tuning into the broadcast today. He's probably sunning himself up in Queensland, wherever he might be, but he is an absolute legend of our game.
Oh, we've got a slider going down with nothing but shorts.
And that is cold. And he's gone in. But Mel Mackey, very much, mate. $500 donated towards the MND fund that they're raising money for today. As we said, they're looking to get 20,000. I'll get you an update. Back last time I checked, it was just under $14,000. So thank you very much, Mel, and of course the Football Netball Club. They do wonderful things, and that's why we are such a great league in the Gippsland League. A quick break. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Betting in Gippsland.
Every weekend across Australia, sports grounds are full of people engaging in community sport. It's great to be back playing, but sport faces a new challenge, and it's this simple. Without umpires, there is no game. Right now, we need people to help umpire across Gippsland. And paid to keep our games and community sport going. Search for East Gippsland, Sale or Latrobe Valley Umpires Associations on Facebook to get involved. Proudly supported by TRFL.
Auto Barnes helping you get winter ready. Replace your wiper plates with TCL 500 on-make complete assemblies, just $12.99, and we'll fit them free and save 60% off the 5-litre Milan 15W40 engine. The Isuzu is born to live. With 4x4 terrain command and a rear diff lock. And rock out with Android Auto
and wireless Apple CarPlay. Plus, with a 5-star handicap safety rating, the 3-litre turbo diesel Isuzu D-Max is born to live.
Test drive today at Gippsland Isuzu on the Princess Highway to Rogan. AMC on 0285.
Now at Harvey Norman, bonus $300 gift card in the Samsung 637-litre French door fridge. Now $4,999. Great deal on a Smeg matte black freestanding cooker. Huge capacity with 5-year warranty. Now $3,268. Save money on the Dyson Corral Cordless hair straightener. Now $599. Bissell Clean View Connect robotic vac. Hot price $349.
David Attenborough and Burbank Grammar School have in common? They both support the Mammal Foundation, teaching children to help the planet and protect Melbourne's endangered Barronan dolphins. Burbank Grammar School is Australia's most sustainable, forward-thinking school. From recycled and organic uniforms to green energy, we educate through science, adventure and a positive mind frame. Book a tour now for Year 7 2023. Burbank Grammar School. Connections that last a lifetime.
Zamburo's new big burrito is so big, it'll crush any hunger. Loaded with double filling and double rice, it's sure to leave you satisfied. Head down to Zamburo Traralgon today. Available for a limited time only. Zamburo. Feel good next.
Wellington Real Estate is your local independent real estate agency in the Wellington Shire with over 200 years combined experience. We have residential, rural and lifestyle agents covering selling, buying or renting. And if you're looking at subdividing or selling your farm, then meet Tim Nissen, our farm sales specialist. Wellington Real Estate are your local experts with 3 offices at Sale, Muffa and Stratford. Book a free market appraisal. Visit wellingtonrealestate.com.au.
East Gippsland Shire Council is undertaking a review of its service centres, libraries and call centre. And they'd like their customers to provide feedback on the recommendations, which include opening hours, what services they offer, and the possibility of an expanded mobile service. Your feedback will inform their decisions. To learn more, find a community consultation session near you, or to have your say, visit eastgippsland.vic.gov.au or phone 5153 9500. Feedback closes June 30.
Come and check out one of Gippsland's biggest and best ranges of quality furniture and bedding at Morelli's Furniture and Bedtime in Sale. Be amazed at the great range and the prices, plus free delivery in Gippsland still applies. Remember, Morelli's Furniture and Bedtime, no excuses. Be there.
The hand-crumbed, perfectly crunchy, goldenous schnitzelus is often found resting happily in a wrap or roll, satisfying ravenous post-match hunger. There's only one habitat for such a delectable morsel, and that's Schnitz Traralgon.
Gippsland Live on TRFM.
Yes, it's a very good afternoon to you. Welcome back to the Bairnsdale City Oval. I tell you what, I've got a couple of special guests that have just rolled back into the studio, mind you. Nick Lacino, Rob Popplestone. Welcome back.
It was cold. I don't think everything's back yet.
Lala, how'd you go?
Yeah, good.
You're limping a little bit. I'm a bit concerned.
I think I'll be to get out of the pool. It was a bit harder than what you thought, actually. What worried me most was people far older than us that skipped out. And then Lala got stuck on the left. To get there.
What happened, Bob?
The poppy was really drowning. Right there, his old thing
Well, I was apprehensive because at the top of the slide there was a yellow patch in the middle of it.
Could have been worse.
And at first,
I told you I had to go.
At first I thought it was Lala still in the pool, but as I hit the spot, there was this warmth that came over me.
You know, it's quite intimidating to do. I'll tell you now, hats off to the Bairnsdale Football Club.
Yeah, they've done well. Really?
What a fantastic crowd.
Yeah.
What a fantastic cause. And, you know, I was really apprehensive of doing it, let's be honest. I didn't even know I was doing it. So, and then to do it, and then, we had 10 seconds of fame. Yeah. You feel very privileged to be able to do it.
Yeah, good.
And honoured to do it because it's obviously for a fantastic cause and it's for a killer disease. But I'll tell you now, the crowd here, you could not get a spot, 20 metres into the ground because everyone was around it as well. And
there's a bigger crowd there than what you see for the presentation of the grand final.
But I'll tell you what, though, can I just talk about Tim Bull for a minute?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's talking about people's anatomy and things like that about
what he said was that as a telly Tubby, you maybe are carrying a bit too much up front.
And he said that to you as well.
He did say that to me as well.
Batman, who couldn't turn around without hitting us.
Yeah, Batman. Look, Batman.
Is it Tim Bell? It's Tim Bull.
Can I let you know though, guys, I had a text message just after you guys went down, and I'm dead serious here. Mel Mackey has donated $500 on behalf of the League Football Netball Club towards the M&D cause, towards the Bairnsdale fundraising because of you guys going down. So
good on you, Mel.
Well done to Boxer, well done to Poppy for heading down, and as we said, we love it. Go to the Bairnsdale Football Netball Club Facebook page. It's the best one to go. There's all the photos of the flying that they're picking up all through the week. Jump on one of the links. You go straight to the link. It says donate now, and away you go. They're looking to get to $20,000. Last time I checked, they were just under the. A great effort. For the Bairnsdale Football Netball page. So
that's about time they gave us a little bit of recognition. Poppy.
You know what the strange thing is? He's like an Oz kicker kid. He's looking on the scoreboard.
But you know what the strange thing is? I've been involved in football for 5 years. You said in plural.
Yeah. Yeah, and being part of a VFL side, Victorian country representative.
Oh, here we go.
And the only time I've ever got my picture on the scoreboard. But look, yeah, it was good. Very well done. Let's sort of start to touch on these sides today. So let's get back to a little bit of football, can we? If we can. Let's do it. Because we are a team here. We're all one. I'll tell you what, Paul and I...
now we're a team.
You know, there's a little bit of...
We've got a little bit of...
I felt a little bit of sickness in my throat. Well, there was a little bit of a breeze just during that previous segment. But football on a hand because both these sides need to kick up and start their team. Warragul comes along at Bairnsdale. We've got the big rush at Warragul. They've travelled up here. I believe they are staying tonight just to try and make it a little bit easier for them. And there's a couple of big ins. I go through the ins and outs for this Bairnsdale side, and a few things that have occurred from even as early as this morning. So John Gooch comes into the side and Simon Deere, and you go, they're a couple of handy players who will certainly strengthen this Bairnsdale side. Perhaps one forward, perhaps one back. They lose Charlie Mead, Jake Richards and Oscar Clark. Now there's two more ins to this side. One by the name of Sam Gilbert. Footballer. He's currently with the Bomb Breach. He's come down today for this big game. His mates, of course, with the coach in Logan Austin, but he's brought a friend as well. His name's Shane McDonald. Now, might not be recognisable as much as Sam Gilbert's name. 7 Bond Beach Best and Fairest winners. He's won 2 Mornington Peninsula Netball Football League B&Fs as well, and he's currently at Bond Beach as well. They are 2 massive inclusion into the side. Both midfielders are going to add some grunt to this running Bairnsdale side.
Yeah, and they'll need it today too, Bairnsdale. They've had to take the victory just the once this year. We're aware of that. Look, this game's a winnable one for them, Carts, I'd imagine. Warragul, at their best, should win the game, but they've been sort of chugging along and coughing and spluttering throughout the season. You're never really sure what you're going to get.
Well, we're saying before that you guys were suffering from the win and draw this year. They were well and truly beaten by Bruin on one of their matches there. Morwell had a big win over them. We were fairly impressed with the first half of that game. What we could see from the window at round 1, and they ran early on in that game. So we thought that game probably would have run out a lot closer than a 35-point win to Maui. But it's just sort of wondering which Warragul team's going to turn up. Is it the team that's good enough to beat Traralgon and draw with Wonthaggi, or is it the team that's going to get a drubbing? I don't think they're going to get a drubbing today. I think this will be a really good close match, to be honest. But I personally would fancy Bairnsdale on this oval, and with those couple of on board who are going to get plenty of
well, Warragul get in Vinny Kaya and Jake May. Yeah, very good afternoon. Welcome back to the Bairnsdale City Oval. It is round 9, the Queen's Birthday clash of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League, and it sees Bairnsdale taking on Warragul, the Redlegs. They've got the best team in for the year. A couple of good handy recruits. Sam Gilbert, ex-St Kilda, and Shane McDonald, who has won 7 Best and Fairest for Bond Beach. He comes into this side this afternoon. They've got all the focus has been on the Redlegs during the week with their Fight MND cause. Now it's time. They need to put it out on the park to get their second win of the season. They take on Warragul, desperately looking to kickstart their season as well. They've had one win and one draw. The biggest road trip in the Gippsland League, and of course they have, at this stage on paper, underperformed. But do they lift today and get the job done against the Redlegs? A great game that we're looking forward to. It is Bairnsdale taking on Warragul, and you're listening to Gippsland Live. All thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Great to have your company. My name is Daryl Cooling. Joining me, my co-caller this afternoon. His name's Rob Popplestone. Otherwise, earlier today, he was known as Tinky Winky as he went down the ice slide. Rob Popplestone, good afternoon.
G'day, Scott. G'day, Gippsland. Yeah, great afternoon at footy. Bit blowy, but it's certainly a lot more attractive than the weather that we've had down in Latrobe Valley over the last 7 days. I had to swim to Rosedale. We drove from there. But it's actually quite enjoyable afternoon. Well done to the Bairnsdale Football Netball Club for executing a really good day, a day dedicated to MND, and yeah, it was a privilege to be part of. But now we turn our attention to footy, and you know, I'm pretty excited about what we might see today, because sometimes in a warm-up you sort of get a feel as to how a side might perform, and I've got to tell you, I actually like what I see from Warragul. All right. That probably gives you an early indication of the way I'm going to go, but just the way they're handling the ball, the sort of enthusiasm around the bodies, for me, they're in the right frame of mind. And you guys would know that as well as being coaches and players. Sometimes you just get it, don't you? Yep. You just get it. And I think Warragul might have it today.
Well, you certainly do get that feeling. Of course, the number one stats man in the business to my right, his name is Paul Carter, and it's all thanks to the Isuzu D-Max, which is born to live and born to tow. Available at Gippsland Isuzu Ute, LMCT 10285. Paul, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Daryl and boys and listeners. It's certainly looking forward to this game and the inclusions into the Bairnsdale team. They'll be up against some great opposition on ball in particular. The Warragul have a very classy ruckman in Sam Wibley, and he's backed up by Nick Mulqueen, Mitch Nobilius and Nick Graham. That's as good a force in the middle of the ground as you could find anywhere else in the league, I would say. Austin Hodge obviously comes with a great record behind him. I'm not exactly sure who's going to do the lead rucking for Bairnsdale at this stage. Ethan East has done it in the past. I'm not sure whether he will be the one doing that. Josh Wykes, Nick Bulmer and Austin Hodge should be the ones lining up in the middle. And both teams have got potential winning goal kickers up each end. Braden Fowler, I heard one of the boys say, if they go too centric on Jed Lamb, I'm talking about the Bairnsdale defence, Braden Fowler could be the one who could pop up and kick a bag full in that stead.
Yes, very well. And of course, he was known as Lala earlier on today. He is now known as Nick Licino. Special comments this afternoon. All thanks to Carpet Country, helping dreams become a reality since 1981. Boxer, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. It's nearly start time too, but welcome everybody and team. Looking forward to a great afternoon. And I'm going to go with Bairnsdale. If we're going to talk about the way the warm-ups were, I thought Bairnsdale were very impressive through the warm-up.
Give us a tip, Boxer. Bairnsdale by?
I think easy today, 24 points.
24. Poppy?
Warragul by 17.
Paul?
Bairnsdale by 11.
And I'm going to go Bairnsdale by 1 point. As here's Rob Popplestone to kick things off for us in the ruck duties.
Okay, so Wykes goes up for the home side, gets tapped out. Nice little start for the home side. They go beautifully through Gilbert. They thought he might be busy today. Gets the first touch. Good kick, good lead. John Gooch on the end of it. Outside 50 in the corridor. Tries to thread one through. Cut off at the pass by Warragul, who go again down that corridor themselves, and they play on quickly through Nobilius.
Nobilius gets it towards half forward out the front of Jake Hughes. Couldn't quite mark it. Coming in quickly there is Stewart for Bairnsdale. A little handball there was from Nick Graham. It comes out the back now. On this occasion was looks to be Nobilius working hard. He lost the football. Now Gilbert, well, he's had a couple of early. He's had one bounce. He's on the outer wing. He gets that left foot, comes inside towards the top of the 50. Missing the big target was East. He goes to ground, though, for the Redlegs. And we have a couple of guys jump on top of each other. The umpire will have no other option but just to ball things up in a little bit of a confusion with the jumpers. Of course, Warragul wearing the predominantly white jumpers and Bairnsdale in their traditional jumpers. It just throws you a couple of times, Boxer.
Yeah, the two new recruits, Gilbert and McDonald, both starting in the middle. And Gilbert already, this is probably his third touch in the last 3 minutes.
Gets in towards McCary, couldn't quite gather it on the full. Just gave up the handball now there, Nick Mulqueen. And he'll win, no, it'll be a free kick coming back to Brad Hefford. of this Warragul side in the deep back pocket.
So Heffert goes towards the outer side, defensive 50 to right, half back flank, finds a target, Fowler's the man, and he takes a good strong mark, a good sign for Fowler to be in form and feeds it off, and they go from half back to half forward pretty quickly. Play on's the call, or is it? It is. It spills over the boundary line. So it'll be a boundary throw in, right half forward flank with the visiting side, Warragul kicking to the left of your radio.
Paul Carter, Jack Hughes, is he related to the old Hughes that coached at Drouin?
Ben, yep, brothers.
Ben, yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yep. Tatnell got the won the stoppage, gave it to Gilbert, who gave it back to Tatnell. Gets it towards half forward. Warragul got some numbers. This time it's Ireland that was back there. And he handballs towards the boundary line. It will go over for a boundary throw-in box.
Got a funny feeling we're going to have a lot of the play on the other side of the ground today, just the way the wind is playing a bit of a factor already into the game. But some really encouraging signs from Bairnsdale at the moment. They need to probably be a bit more central too, though.
Wibley and Wykes. Gee, Gilbert's had plenty of it. Couldn't get a kick on that one, but he's working hard from the stoppage. It comes out now to the Redlegs. This was a handball from McKenna. He went back to a teammate there in McCary. Sorry, it wasn't McCary. Now it works in through McDonald. His kick, though, missed the target. And it is picked up by Winder. He goes inboard. Found Mulqueen. Centre half back area for the goals. Just sort of slows things up. Warragul kicking towards the city end of the ground. He went short to Graham. Landed on his head, but it was able to mark it. He can come out wide if he wants to, and he's got a player out wide, and it's Mayburn. He's able to gather it on the wing, kicks it down towards half forward, gets over the top there of Winder. Working hard in nicely done with Vickery, that's Kieran. Now Stewart gave a handball inside and just put his teammate under a little bit of pressure, but he was able to work it out nicely there. It looked to be, we got a ball up, and it was Daniel Preston, that little small defender for the Redlegs. So inside forward 50. Knocked down there by Smart, hitting it with pace. On that occasion was Fowler. He goes backwards towards Ireland, just missed him. Able to come in now, the Redlegs. Quick handball, that was from Logan Austin, inboard. Goes back to Austin now. He has to go down to his toes and get it. Gives it across to McDonald. Chiseling little kick, missed McCary. Coming the other direction was Davidson from Warragul. Dennison now of Warragul, Bairnsdale handballs across to McCary, gets it further afield to the running Austin Hodge. He delivers inside forward 50. Easter's there, gathers it, turns around, tries a big don't argue. The second one's not on, holding the footy. Great tackle on that occasion by Mulqueen.
Yeah, just a little bit of sloppy play there by East too. He had control of the footy. He just sort of put the ball out to the top of the 50 just to keep the ball alive so he didn't give away a free kick.
Yeah, nice passage to play though by the home side leading up to that occasion. So it was now Lynn that goes towards the defensive pocket, finds his teammate, Mitch Nobilius, who again goes short, and he's found another one in Wibley. Or is it Mulqueen? Mulqueen to this. Wouldn't normally confuse those two. Saw the two, but that was it. That's the only similarity, is he goes towards the right half-back flank, and the boundary line beats the players around the ball, so there'll be a boundary throw-in. As special comments, Nick Lucchino has already pointed out, the ball will spend a bit of time on the outer side of the ground. As you heard, Bairnsdale kicking to the scoreboard end, or the Painesville end, and Warragul to the left of radio, or to the clubhouse end, I guess, the town end.
I think what Bairnsdale's been able to do too early, and they've probably done their homework over the last few weeks, is the Graham-Mulqueen combination has been pretty deadly every time we've seen a game, and at the moment we haven't really heard their names being called at all.
No score in first 5 minutes of play. Ball's on the outer wing out there. Head over the football was Bulmer. Couldn't quite get it out. There's lots of numbers around this stoppage. Umpire just lets it go for a moment. Now he'll ball it up.
And just on cue there, Graham was heavily tackled there too, so they're very playing him tight there. And he's wearing the long sleeve jumper today, so you won't be able to miss him. Scott?
Yep, Webley in the front spot. Tapped it down the front. Now, two Bairnsdale players jump on the Warragul defender. That was Graham. Again, as Boxer just mentioned, they are getting physical with Graham. We'll have another stoppage. Wibley again tapped it out towards the boundary. Mulqueen picked it off nicely. Goes inboard towards Vinny Kaya, who couldn't quite get it. And again, the pressure's immense, Box.
It is fantastic by both sides. I think there's a lot of anxiety to do well today too, so both sides are showing those signs really early.
So right half forward flank, ball spills up, and taking the opportunity was Nick Graham. Kick around the body. I reckon, again, the boundary line will be the winner. 65 metres from Warragul's goals.
Do you reckon the boundary umpire will be asking for at least 10% surcharge today on the other side of the ground?
He's doing some work, isn't he? Doing some work. Also doing some work is Shane McDonald. If you have just tuned in, Shane McDonald's a
one-game player for them today. Comes down from Mornington Peninsula, where he's won the league best and fairest twice and the club best and fairest on 7 occasions. So casting an eye on him, he just
short and stocky.
Short and stocky. Skirts the packs well, just looking for the link. And
I've been watching them both, and what's been great about them too is they're not just one players. They're actually, you know, directing traffic, talking to players as well. Be very, very inspirational for players out there to be playing with these two players at the moment.
Yeah, and they've both had an impact early with a few touches each. Now it's inside forward 50 for the visitors. Can they find a winner? They can't. Trying to get a handle on it was Winder. He ran over the ball, and now it's pretty tight in close and pretty tough in close too. And now it's not the boundary, it's a field umpire that will take control. 40 metres from the visitors' goals. Can you believe this? We've played 7 minutes and the goals really haven't been threatened to date. Maybe Scud can get a score on the board.
Well, Mooney got a handball back to the running Randall Stewart, kicked around his body, and it goes out of bounds on the full. So Warragul will have it there about 55 metres out from their goal, but all the numbers are inside their 50 now, and it's going to be very difficult to pinpoint a pass in here. And they, as we said, they drive it inside forward 50. Fowler will be the target, couldn't quite get there, dropped to the toes. Smart tried to work hard at ground level as well. Gilbert ran the footy, comes squeezing out the back. Tinder was there, couldn't quite get it. And that was Winder, not Tinder, as Vinny Kaya tried to grab it. The quick kick out of the ruck there was Randall Stewart.
Don't even know what Tinder is.
No,
don't even know.
As Graham kicks around the body to a dangerous spot. No one can really mark it. Ball hits the deck. It's now in dispute. Got dumped there was Stewart. Eventually they get a kick out of the defensive 50 to the Red Legs, and quickly gathering it there was Hefford, and over it goes.
The Tinder-Winder mix-up was, you were thinking matchups.
Yeah, exactly right, yes.
I'm just glad they didn't mix up Grinter and Grinder.
Well, it's Tyrone Winder.
I'll explain that to you at quarter time, Nick.
Tyrone Winder it is. I'll get that right, as the ball will come back in. Ethan East does the ruck duties.
That's all right, Darryl.
Working the app. Mulqueen was there. His kick was smothered. Here's Bromwich, got a handball in tight traffic. Teammate couldn't get away. Here's McDonald now, bursting away from the stoppage. Kicks towards the wing area. And marking that one nicely is Mulqueen. That's Patrick Mulqueen for the Red Legs. For the Gulls. And Mulqueen puts it back towards that boundary line, and, well, poor kickbox out of bounds on the full.
That wind is playing havoc. The thing is, I think it's mentally players think we're going to play that side because of the wind. You can bring it inside. Actually, there's a bit of a factor that if you play this ground to the middle, it's the quickest way to goals. It's just the quickest way to goals.
It is indeed. The ball at the moment towards the outer side of the ground. Fella puts the hands up, can't take a mark. A free kick will go Warragul's way, and they play on quickly, or will they? Hefford might be the player with the ball. He chooses to come inboard. Probably a good decision. Cutting it off was the big guy, Gilbert, and his groundwork is pretty good as well. Feeds it off, finds a teammate in McKenna. Can't get a real clean kick away, and as a consequence, 3 or 4 players from both sides jump on the ball, and, well, the field umpire will take control. It's just short of left half forward. As a change in ruck, I think he's coming. Ethan East is working hard to contest this ruck contest around the left half forward flank.
And he does, and then cops a knee right in the ribs, and going to take a little while to get back up from that one. McDonald working hard. East has to now get up and duck the head and pick the footy up. Squeezed a handball out to McDonald. He sold one, then gave it to Bromwich. Here's a right foot inside forward kick. McCary's at the back and marks. And we're just about to tick over the 10 minutes in the first quarter for LV Forklifts. And McCary's going to have the shot on goal to get our first score of the afternoon. And gee, they make the changes. The boys have been waiting a long time for these changes to happen, Box Up.
They have too, and I think it was because the play was on the far side of the ground. As we see McDonald come off, he's a very well balanced and very nice player, silky player. And
so McCary, I tell you what, McCary from 20 metres out has missed everything. And the wind is causing a bit of havoc out there. It's strong, it's breezy, but he should have at least scored from their Box.
He should have, and we know how classy he is too, McCary, so I'm not sure what was going through his process then.
And just McDonald, who just came off, I like him. He's ahead of the game mentally, and his first 2 or 3 steps are very quick, very deceptive, so he's going to cause some problems, as is the big man for Bairnsdale, and that's, is it Giovi, who takes a mark and plays on quickly in the dangerous corridor. Nice lead, nice take, Logan Austin. He will have the opportunity to put the first score on the board. He's marked just the right, slightest of angle, and he'll kick from 35 metres out maximum.
So it's probably a good move, him playing forward now too, with the strength of his midfield with Gilbert and McDonald.
him playing forward. Their entries are going to be a lot more, hopefully, if they win the ball a lot. But here's the first chance for the Bairnsdale side to kick their first goal and score for the game.
Okay, so Logan Austin, let's paint the picture. 35 metres out, slight angle, kicking to the right of your radio, off the boot, he hooks it left, and you know what, it just made it through for a score, a minor score. It's the first one of the afternoon, and guess what, we've played 11.5 minutes, if you don't mind.
And on the LV forklift scoreboard, that is the margin, 1 point to Bairnsdale.
Graham comes inboard and found Nabilius. Still inside defensive 50, quickly plays on. Will Graham get this one back? No. As driving the boot into it there was Mayburn. He got the ball towards the half-forward flank area, head over the football. There was Micah Williams. Now they go inside forward 50 again. Gets to the feet. Is it Lamb? It's one-on-one. He's got the free kick, holding the man.
Professional free kick to Hescott.
He's very good, Jed Lamb, in a one-on-one situation, and Preston's going to have his work cut out for him all afternoon.
He will, and look, he played the ball. The ball was a 50-50 go at it, and he played the ball in front of him. He was smart enough to create the contact from Preston, and he's got himself a free kick 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Looking for our first goal for the LV Forklifts first quarter action this afternoon. It is round 9 of the Gippsland League, and Jed Lamb comes in. He's been a prolific goal scorer so far in season 2022. 45-degree angles, puts it through the middle, and the first goal goes towards Warragul, and it is Jed Lamb a little bit against the trend box.
Yeah, it was a good, smart kick there by Lamb as well. He just showed his experience too, because he didn't put too much air in the ball and allow the wind to play it and dictate the thing, and he just punched it through. And a great goal, smart goal, and highly awaited after 13 minutes.
And gives us a bit of a guide on the strength of that breeze as well. LV Forklift scoreboard has Warragul at the 13-minute mark of the first quarter with their first score. It's 1 goal straight, 6. Bairnsdale 1 behind, 1 point.
So back to the middle we go. Working in the middle of the ground, Link Robinson now has his turn in the middle. The two ruckmen though, Wykes, and this time Smart gets out the back. Graham's there. Quickly gets ball to boot, goes towards half forward, kicked around his body was Winder, goes inside forward 50, one-on-one. Out there is Nielsen, I should say, of Bairnsdale. Lamb now chases him and gets outside defensive out of his forward 50. And Nielsen, well, they call for it.
Good call, good call.
As Warragul tapped it over, and they're going to say that, well, they hit it over directly out of bounds. But
you know what the game is too? It's quite played inside at the moment because everyone's one-on-one. It's a great contest at the moment. There's no real strategy of play with spreads and zones at the moment.
So Warragul will go forward. This time they do it through Melbourne to Graham, and Graham from the right half-forward flank, and Mel Queen goes now looking for, can he find the big man Wibley? Wibley put the big hands up, the mitts couldn't hold on to the ball, and now we'll have the field umpire who's desperately letting the play go. Let's happen. He's found a free kick.
Yep.
Yeah. So the free kick's going to go Warragul's way, and it's going to go to Jed Lamb. So can he make it 2 within 2 minutes, given that Bairnsdale have had numerous opportunities and not capitalised? This is where it hurts.
A little bit of frustration that kicked in there from Bairnsdale. I just think didn't go their way, and just a silly free kick where he threw the player off the ball. It's resulted in a free kick to Lamb. I reckon he'll kick this.
Oh, it's tough.
Freak. He's a tough kick. We've seen some big goals kick from this pocket, haven't we?
We certainly have.
He's got the breeze in his face, but I reckon he'll kick it.
Well, so he's going to have to go check side, you'd think. Or is he? No, he's gone drop punt. He's going to let the wing do the work, and it did a little bit too much work. Wasn't a bad leg, but just like offline came in thin.
1-1-7 Warragul on the LV Forklift scoreboard. They're 6 points ahead of Bairnsdale, who are 1 behind 1 point. We've played 15 minutes into this first quarter.
Back in the day, they were bread and butter for me.
So bring it in. Kieran Vickery kicks it out wide. Gilbert was the target out there. Mayburn's accompanying him. Does well, does Mayburn for Warragul. Gets it across to Graham by hand. Comes in board towards, nicely done as Nick Mulqueen goes up and takes the mark. Outside 50. As Mulqueen now chips it in. Top of the square that it goes in that direction. Lamb in a one-on-one battle with Nelson. Nelson does well. Gets a handball over the top. Couldn't quite find a teammate. Now Lamb swoops back on it. Kicks to a dangerous spot. Does it get to the back? Good spoil. And that, for a nice one, goes over for a minor score. Randall Stewart was the one who got a fist on it. And we've got another minor score on the LV Forklift scoreboard. Is either something's on fire, Boxer, or it's just a little bit of wafting.
Something's going on.
So the ball comes back into the middle of the ground, and Mayburn has been pretty good. He drives it back inside forward 50. Nice mark and it's taken on this occasion by Byron Vickery.
So Vickery comes grandstand side for one of the rare times in the first quarter of this game. We've played 16 minutes. The lead is for the visitors that lead by 7 points. As a free kick goes the visitors' way, nicely done too. It's going to be Nobilius who goes in the corridor. Got Wibley, I reckon, all on his own, the big man. Right at the top of the arc, right on 50 metres. He feeds off quickly to Fowler, who's got some momentum and's got a good leg. He kicks, it might go all the way. It drops short. Front of the danger. Pack. It's going to be danger for the home side as Lamb tries to steal it. Nicely handballed to his teammate in Lynn, whose kick around the body is a...
The umpire waits.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Goal!
And it's a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
Good work.
Yeah, there's some really worrying signs at the minute too. Just the last few minutes that Warragul have just started to use that midfield strength that they've got. And Graham, Mulqueen are the two catalysts in regards to how they've been for the last 2 or 3 entries inside 50. But the dangerous Lamb is the one that we worry in Bairnsdale at the moment. He was the one that was there for the assist and a great goal there too for the Zambero goal of the afternoon. How do you go to that one?
Last 6 inside 50s are Warragul's way. They lead by 13 points.
Box is out of the box. He's had a tough day so far. Here they go through. This is McKenna. Drives it inside forward 50 for the Redlegs. Gets to the top of the square. McCarry's out the back. Oh, he couldn't quite take it with him. Mayburn's been good. He took on too many. Hold of the footy. And the umpire said you took too long. And the free kick will go towards Austin Hodge directly in front to look to get Bairnsdale's first goal of the afternoon. A much needed one. Big moments today. Brought to you by Moore Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer night tonight. Every Saturday from 5:30 p.m. Only $20. As Austin Hodge, pretty much directly in front, the slightest of angles, looks to get Bairnsdale's first goal. He skips in, runs a little bit around to the right, darts it in and pushes it across the face. And it's a minor score. LV Forklift Hire Equipment and Solutions at 33 Stratton Drive in Terrelgan.
Warragul 2-2-14, leading by 2 straight goals over Bairnsdale with 2 behind, 2 points, 18.5-minute mark of the first quarter.
All right, so the visitors are going to bring this one back into play. Let's see what they can do with this particular opportunity. It goes towards the outer side, looking for Big Wibley back of the pack. Warragul had, or in fact Bairnsdale had the numbers on the ball, but Wibley gets another opportunity. This time he finds a teammate. Good work too. It was Michael Lynn, the last goal scorer. Like he did last time, he kicked around his body, but this time he didn't find the target. He found the boundary line, which in these sort of conditions is forgivable. Right half forward flank. Warragul 2-2-14, Bairnsdale 2 behinds.
Is it possible to say that the winds actually got stronger in the last, 10 minutes or so?
It's possible to say, and it's probably true as well. At the ground level, it's going to be Sam Gilbert. In fact, it's going to be Shane McDonald, one of 2 new faces in this Bairnsdale side today, who as a result of their league having a bye, have come down to assist coach.
I'll tell you what,
give a bit of strength.
You'd give them the key to the city if you can try and get both of them for next year. We're already what they've shown, but they need a score on the board to make it sure they're on top of it.
Nick Mulqueen had the free kick, kicks it high. How it's going to be picked off. Byron Vickery will be the one in a side defensive 54 Bairnsdale. They trail at the moment by 12 points. Bairnsdale inboard kick to Stewart. And nicely done by Randall Stewart, the youngster. Still an under-18 player, but solid, found his spot in this senior side. Kick from Ethan East, missed the target. Mayburn's there for Warragul. Gets a handball in towards Mulqueen. He squeezes one out wide. This is to the run. And now Nick Mulqueen drives it inside forward 50. Big mark at the back. And nicely done. Is it Nielsen back there? As he quickly squares it up. It is Nielsen, although the umpire said, no, just hang on. There's a free kick. Even though a great mark was paid.
He's paid the Shepherd.
He did
the ball.
And Lamb's been double teamed down there, so if they're just going to bomb it in like that, Lamb hasn't got much opportunity. They're going to have to lower the eyes and find another option.
Deary was the one of the free kick. Now he end up kicking it to Andrew Nelson. And Nelson now is able to repel that forward thrust and get it outside forward 50. Gilbert was the target. Just repeating, Sam Gilbert is playing for the Redlegs this afternoon, the ex-St Kilda star, and he's started the game pretty well. Are we following him this afternoon?
Yeah, 7 disposals.
Scott, I just don't get why where the Bairnsdale side's trying to attack on the opposite side of the ground. You think you defend on that side of the ground. At the moment, they're just playing a little bit of negative footy at the minute.
They trail by 12 points to Bairnsdale at the moment. Free kick is going the way of Graham. No, it'll come back. Yes, it was. So Smart end up giving it back to Graham, who kicked it inside forward 50.
He did, searching for Lamb, but again, outnumbered 3-1. The ball has turned over, and Bairnsdale are going to try to ease the pressure. But guess what? The pressure from Warragul has been really good over the top. Fowler tap forward rather than a possession forward for the visitors, and nearly paid off, but unfortunately the tackle was made. And just metres out from Warragul goals, about 15 metres out from the Warragul goals, there'll be a ball up. 21.5 minutes gone, Warragul 2-2, Bairnsdale 2 behinds. Ball right forward pocket. Can they get the first opportunity? They can. A quick kick from the pack was smothered, and it goes in, or goes out, and it will come in through a boundary throw-in, just 5 metres from Warragul's goals.
A really dangerous spot for Bairnsdale to defend at the moment. East, though, read that one well. Nice smother by Graham. Now going to ground is McDonald of Bairnsdale. That's Shane McDonald. Yeah, just the Warragul side have just been able to arm wrestle back that midfield battle at the moment. So Warragul's just a little bit on top there. Smart, really only the one to get up. Here's Gilbert, squeezed a handle out towards Stewart. Kaya comes in to put on a tackle. Gilbert goes back to help him again. Kaya put on a strong tackle. Got a handball out. East just has to kick around the body and get it out of the danger zone. It might work as Ricky Tatnell runs onto this one in the middle. He has a bounce, and great work by the Warragul defender there to win holding the footy. And that is, of course, Williams. So Williams now drives it back towards Fowler, who can't mark. His second effort needs to be good because the Bairnsdale got some numbers. This is Bromwich. Gets a handball back out wide. I think that was Austin out there. He went backwards, and he found Gilbert top of the defensive 50 as they just slow things up to Bairnsdale.
So they had an opportunity to break away. You feel sorry there because the player of the board committed to the bounce. He didn't really get tackled, but there was a faintest of grabs, wasn't there? It just slid down the tackle, but it was enough to convince the umpire that a free kick was justified. Anyway, the ball finds itself on the outer side of the ground now, outer side wing. On a gusty Saturday afternoon, the only match in the Gippsland Latrobe this league. We'll update you on other round 9 scores from last week, maybe during the break, and give you an indication of what we might expect in mid-Gippsland as well as the ball comes into play. Quick kick forward. Warragul threatens the top 50. Been good here. A good opportunity there for Jake Hughes. Couldn't quite grab the ball. The umpire again balled this one up. So a mixture of intensity and in close pressure and tricky windy conditions mean there's going to be a lot of stoppages, and if you can get the upper hand in these stoppages, you may have the upper hand in the game. They danced through Gilbert, nicely done. Not sure how he found a gap there. He did, but he hunts the ball as well.
Oh, well done.
To McDonald. So it's Gilbert to McDonald. He gets rid of the ball at the last second possible. The handball goes inside their 50. That's Bairnsdale's 50, but it was cut off fairly comfortably at the end by Warragul, and they now turn defence into attack, and they've got the numbers and they've got some room to move.
Yeah, Winder gave it to Graham, and Graham comes inboard. Does he find Hefford? He does. We'll get back to Micah Williams in a moment. He's had 2 important tackles and nice little kick, and he finds Nick Mulqueen inside forward 50. And boxer Micah Williams has had 2 very important tackles. Just before you answer that, they kick to Lamb, all on his own, and he marks.
He's smart, Lamb. He had 2 players drop in front of him then too, and he just waited. Mulqueen knew that Lamb's smart enough to actually confuse the Bairnsdale defence, and he did that, and he marked it.
Now, if Lamb gets this goal, Micah Williams, who has just come off for a spell, has had 2 unbelievable tackles to wrestle back momentum in the favour of Warragul. As Lamb will come in, he's already got 1 this afternoon. They lead it by 12 points at the moment, do Warragul against Bairnsdale. Into this first quarter, 25 minutes have ticked over. Lamb, the slow approach. As he comes in, the slow-cooked Lamb puts it through the middle. And there's 2 goals for Jed Lamb this afternoon.
There was 2 different contrasts there too.
Hang on, we have another review, and the umpire just likes to wait down that end. As he goes back, he's pretty sure, and it's a minor score. Well,
hit the post.
Warragul cannot believe it.
What?
We have a minor score, Paul. Sorry about that.
Yeah, got the whiteout out.
Margin now sits at 13 points as the ball comes back in and gets to the wing area. Out wide is Dennison. He tries to handle inboard to McDonald. Does nicely. Gave it across to the running McKenna. Still got it out to Mooney. Mooney gave it across to McDonald as well. Here's Chisling, kick to half forward. Here's Gooch, just tried to chop it off there. First time was in this afternoon.
as normally one of the good attacking defenders that Warragul have.
They do. And Scott, there's just two different contrasts here too. You've got Williams, who got confused earlier there, where he had the ball inside 50 and got a great tackle there by Williams. On the other side, Nick Graham wins the ball and wins the ball inside 50 for Warragul to get a goal. Well, actually, it was a point, wasn't it?
Graham over the shoulder. No paid free kick there from McKenna, although they're going to bring it back. This is Vickery, and we're talking Kieran variety. Gets to the top of the 50. Easter causes a contest. Running onto this one is Hodge. Tried to pick it up and squeeze a handle out. Eventually does. Being pinged, though, for throwing the footy. Although, no, the umpire said my ball. Inside forward 50 for Bairnsdale.
So Bairnsdale looking for the first big score of the quarter. 2 behinds to date. They've got the numbers ground level. Can they find the room? They can't. They'll find the boundary, will Warragul. Give some time to the visiting side to settle and man up and find the gaps. They're 20 metres from Bairnsdale's goals. Bairnsdale 2 behinds. Warragul 2-3-15. 26, nearly 27 minutes gone first quarter. Ball thrown in. Nicely done. Wibley taps it to the front at ground level. Warragul have got the numbers, or have they? No. They've got the numbers to lay the tackle in the back. And the free kick's been paid to the way of Bairnsdale. It's been given to Sam Gilbert, the big man. Was taken for in the back. Looked okay, the tackle for me, but umpire was 150 metres closer than me.
Not known as a goal kicker back in his AFL days. He was a
bit of a defender, was he?
Rugged defender.
Yep, so tricky conditions, but what we've learnt is you need to probably start very much right and let the wind take it across.
You need to punch it in, though.
Yeah, punch it in low. Not sure. Wasn't that left foot? Is he a left footer, is he? Yeah, he is. And he's hit it beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous kick. And all of a sudden, Bairnsdale are back in the game. Not that they're ever out of it, but it's been a long time coming, that big first goal.
Yeah, the frustration would have been... I've had a lot of the play. It'd be good to see what Paul says in regards to both sides for their entries inside 50s, but at the time, he needed to step up. His experience really timed him well, and the kick was beautiful in execution as well.
And on the LV Forklift scoreboard, there's a 7-point margin in Warragul's favour at the 28-minute mark of this first quarter. Warragul 2-3-15, leading Bairnsdale 1-8. And the inside 50s at this stage are 9 to Bairnsdale, 13 to Warragul.
Well, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu, the new D-Max, Born to Live and Born to Tow. Can they get one before quarter time? No, they can't. As the siren sounds, a much-needed goal to Sam Gilbert on the just about on the quarter-time siren. But it leaves Warragul in front. They are 2-3-15, leading Bairnsdale 1-8. It is quarter time of this big round 9 clash. Bairnsdale take FM. All thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Save $100 on the Dyson Corral cordless hair straightener. Now, just $5.99. You can check out many more great deals at your local Harvey Norman store.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. The Random 20 Countdown. Counting down the 20 biggest hits in no particular order.
Yes, people, it's Tom Grennan.
Hey guys, this is just Malboy.
Hey, it's your boy Joel Corey.
Hey, what up, people? It's Jason Derulo, and you're hanging out with Mikey.
You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head.
I can be the Random 20 Countdown with Mikey.
Weeknights from 7 on TRFM.
It starts with the smell of charcoal grilled chicken floating through the air, the appeal of concentrated juices, the searing of skin, the smoky golden chicken your taste buds simply can't refuse. Sound familiar? It's Traralgon Charcoal Chicken serving up the tastiest chemical-free chickens in town each and every day. And how can you resist their chicken salted chips and delicious daily made salads? That unmatched charcoal chicken taste. Traralgon Charcoal Chicken.
Back out there on the ground, it is Warragul 2-3-15, leading Bairnsdale 1-8, 7-point margin at quarter time. 1 goal to Jed Lamb and Michael Lynn for Warragul, while Bairnsdale has won it is through Sam Gilbert. And, of course, here's some of the key stats in the first quarter, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute Paul Carter.
The inside 50s went Warragul's way 13-9. Clearances 9-7 to Bairnsdale. I'll go to the players. 10 touches to Sam Gilbert, 8 to Shane McDonald. And for Warragul, the main stat winners there, Nick Mulqueen 12 and Nick Graham 10. And we saw that happen a few weeks ago. See if that changes after quarter time. It's 22 between the two of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Good first quarter, box up.
It was. It wasn't a lot of skill factor in the game itself, but both sides have the intent to play, and both have done that. I think the Bairnsdale's Benfield got on top early, but it was the Warragul side that led through Mike Queen and Graham, got him into the game, got him in front, and just from a smart play there by Gilbert and McDonald, got the Bairnsdale side again within 7 points. So looking forward to a good big second quarter.
Well, second quarter about to get underway as the two ruckmen go at it. Wykes did well, and then he had to go get his own footy. Bromwich was there, gave a handball back to Hodge. Kicks around his body to half forward. Going down there was McKenna. Couldn't quite complete the mark, but he fights hard again. Head over the football was Mal Queen. Graham was in there as well. Little kick off the ground from Masterson. Ball hasn't moved a great deal. Wibley said, I'll have it. I'll give it to Graham by hand. He goes backwards and gave it across to Davidson, who kicks towards half forward at ground level. Working hard there is Preston. Squeezed a handball back to Hodge. Comes back to this near side. It's a one-on-one battle. Ireland will lead the chase for Warragul. Grabs it and puts it back on the boot, but no one's there. And it's all Bairnsdale. They take the mark and kick to half forward. They've got some numbers out on the half forward. Umpire said play on because not taking the mark was Wykes. Gets back to ground level. Warragul again. Clear it back to the half forward flank. Fowler was there. He quickly runs away from Deary, puts it into a one-on-one situation, lands in a good spot, can't mark, pulled down. Umpire said, you ripped him down. The free kick.
He played for it.
You know.
Is it too much, Box?
Too much. Too much. You know, if you want to earn it, just play your one-on-one game and don't. If you throw the arms up in the air, you're in a one-on-one contest. You've got an umpire that's going to go, oh, it's 50-50.
But you know what? It's experience. That's one of the... He grabbed hold of his defender's arm and made it seem as though he was grabbed. Hey, the score's going to be on the board.
So Jed Lamb directly in front. Should put this one through. He's already got one this afternoon. And we waited 12 minutes for the first goal in the first quarter. We've just ticked over to 1.5 minutes. Keeps it low and puts it through for a minor score. And he misses. I think Sam Gill would have a bit of a chat to him as well. So a minor score to get things going in this second quarter, Paul.
And that takes Warragul to an 8-point lead. 2-4-16 leading Bairnsdale 1-2-8. That's on the Carpet Country score.
So the footy gods pay Lamb a little visit as a consequence of him playing for the free kick. Well, it probably wasn't justified, as it was pointed out, as the player with the ball at the moment, Vickery. From deep left half back, goes towards the grandstand side. Roped nicely too by Bairnsdale's Dennison. Can he break his way through the pack? He can't. Good tackle laid. And it was laid by Graham. So the umpire will ball this one up. Almost on grandstand wing. Graham gets a hand to it. Good contest, that one. Graham v McDonald. Neither player sort of won that battle, but guess what? McDonald's going to get on the end of it. He draws a player, then feeds off so beautifully to Ricky Tatnell. Ricky Tatnell goes short, finds a teammate. Play-on's the call. Play-on does Logan Austin. That kick is offline. Another minor score for the home side.
And back to a 7-point lead, which it was at quarter time. 1-3-9 at Bairnsdale. Warragul 2-4-16. Carpet Country scoreboard, 3-minute mark, second quarter.
And Davidson goes short and put his teammate Jack Mayburn under a little bit of pressure, but he was up to the task. He found Mulqueen on the outer side. They give it to Graham by hand. He's trying to get back onto that right foot. Inside kick could be dangerous, but in the end it's beautiful to Patrick Ireland, and he wants to continue on with the switch. And he's got Masterson. If he finds him, he does, but he dropped the mark. Now he's under a little bit of pressure. Austin comes in quickly. Sorry, it's Logan. He takes the handball off to McCary. He has a flying shot at goal and misses everything. So just a little bit of a fumble from Masterson, and Logan Austin closed quickly. But we have it out of bounds on the full. Margin sits currently at 7 points in favour of this Warragul side. As they bring it back into the field of play, does Mayburn. He switches it out to the far side. Graham's out there on McDonald. Wins it, goes inboard. Found a teammate in Mulqueen. That was Patrick. Kicks it out towards Patrick Ireland. And it lands at his toes and over for a boundary throw-in.
So the margin 7 points in the favour of the visiting side. Warragul 2-4-16. Bairnsdale 1-3-9. 4 minutes played, second quarter. Not a lot in this game. As Wibley grabs the ball from the throw-in, tries to find a teammate. No, nicely done. McDonald gets a handball, and off they go again to the Redlegs. Do it through Bromwich. A good fly for the ball, but a free kick's been paid for holding, even though the ball was marked, I think, by the same player in Logan Austin. So Logan Austin, he took the ball cleanly out of the air, but a free kick was paid for holding. It was paid against Masterson. So Logan Austin will kick into the teeth of the wind, but the good news is he's only 25 metres out on an angle a little worse than 45 degrees. And Bairnsdale would be within a point if he can find a way through. Off the boot looks nice. He's pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
This goal umpire not always as convincing, but he is now. Nicely done. Logan Austin, his first of the afternoon. It's a 1-point game.
And it's funny, we spoke pre-game that probably the Paynesville end was going to be the scoring end. Looks like everything's been down that city end, and that was a great goal by Austin, especially with the height of the kick that he used with these tricky conditions, and experience came to the fore then. A much-needed goal by Bairnsdale, and some really good signs early into the second quarter.
1-point game, as Poppy said, at the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Carpet Country scoreboard, Warragul 2-4-16, leading Bairnsdale 2-3-15.
Gee, Gilbert and McDonald have been fantastic inclusions for this Bairnsdale side. They just winning it out of the middle. And this time it's Austin Hodge who took on the tackler in Graham and didn't go anywhere. We'll do it again.
Another highlight for this quarter too is everything's starting to warm up and come back to life. So, Marty, everything's okay.
Wykes tapped it down. McDonald was there looking for a free. Didn't get it. Now he has to work again, does Wykes, and was tackled in a big wibbly. Stronghold.
You'd go down the road and tell a couple of farmers to buy, give them a couple of paddocks, McDonald and Gilbert, and everything at them.
Yeah, they're good enough, aren't they?
Jeez.
He doesn't get sucked into the play either, McDonald. He hovers.
He just knows. I mean, he's won 7 best and fairest, you know. Look, it's not as if he...
what would he be? 5'7" or 8?
No, he's taller than you.
No, he's not.
Maybe 5'5" then.
5'5".
Ball taken from Bairnsdale. They go left half forward flank. Got the sit there. Nicely taken it was by the big man in Gooch. Plays on quickly. Top of the square. 1-on-1 contest. No, 1-on-2. Ground level. Picked up nicely. And good work by Dennison. Brings up a Zambrero goal of the day. Good finish. Good play. Bairnsdale.
Yeah, that's what the beauty of having a big forward who contests all day round, and a great sitting down. Who was the player again? Was it
Dennison?
Dennison. He just read it really well. He stayed to ground. Ball fell in his lap, and another goal there to Bairnsdale. But the worrying signs for Warragul is we've been in this position before. Yep. We've seen Warragul play fantastic first quarters and then go into their shell.
Yeah.
So right now, Bairnsdale are taking advantage of it.
And the lead has changed at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Covered Country scoreboard has Bairnsdale now in the lead. They are on 3-3-21, leading Warragul 2-4-16.
Wykes got the tap, but was quickly wrapped up, and we'll do it again. This time, no one got a handle on it. It spills out the back. Mulqueen was there. That was Nick. Left it behind. Now they jump on top of him. And we'll have another stoppage. Working hard with Sean Mooney.
Scud, we've been here before. Moe and Traralgon Warragul, where they've had control of the game in the first quarters, and now it's starting to happen again.
Wykes got it out to McDonald. Sweeper handle out to Mooney. He allows the runner from half back to come in quickly, and Kieran Vickery grabbed it, kicked it, although the wind took it, and put it out of bounds on the full 8 minutes into this second quarter.
See, Poppy, now though, when Bairnsdale have been playing this top side of the ground, they've scored. Every time they go to that far side, it's just a dead side of the ground, and not much is happening on that way.
No, so a free kick is a result of that out of play on the full. Masterson, one of his rare possessions, just short of left half back, will kick along the line towards the outer side wing. Can he find a winner? He can't. Roving beautifully it was Mulqueen who busted the pack and then found Fowler. Fowler, can he do the same? He can. A good kick forward by Hatfield. Can it find a winner? It can't. Nicely done by the defender in Nelson, and he eases the pressure by finding the boundary line. A good smother in the end by Warragul to keep the ball in the area. Just 55 metres from Warragul goal, and all of a sudden the pressure has been transferred from home side to visiting side, with the home side leading by 5 points.
And big tap over the back from Smart, although working ground level nicely was Giovi for the Redlegs. Didn't get a handball away, the umpire said. Will the advantage be paid to Graham? Yes, it is. They chisel one inboard. Stewart comes back with a flight for the Redlegs and takes the mark. Top of the square for Bairnsdale. Randall Stewart plays on now, goes to the far side of the ground. Chips it inboard, nicely done. Shane McDonald takes the mark. I'll tell you what, these two guys, if they're not in a Redlegs jumper next year, well, they're not doing their their due diligence because they have been fantastic this afternoon. Got it to East by foot. East goes towards half forward. Couldn't quite elevate and mark there was Bulmer. It gets over the back. They've got a bit of work to do. Bulmer crashes his way back in. Puts Masterson under pressure. Now they chisel one out. Nicely done. They've got some run. Kaya got on the end of it. Handled across to Nick Mulqueen. Runs in the middle of the Bairnsdale City Oval. Chips it to Graham. Graham goes to the one-on-one. Lamb finds the front spot and takes no. His mark should have been taken on the chest. Now he's got some work to do. He does. He gets around Nelson. Going across now to Fowler. And Fowler will run around and snap around his body for an exciting point.
Yeah, that was a great call, but just some comedy of errors. The build-up from Warragul was brilliant. You know, a player that we thought would have taken the mark hasn't marked, and then Fowler wins the ball and does this check side kick that just didn't work.
All right, so Deary will bring the ball back in grandstand side. Dropping what he should have taken was the big guy there in Wykes. Back of the pack, they've got the numbers. One of those numbers is Sam Park. Dances around a couple. He doesn't normally dance that well, but he did then. Oh. And unfortunately, though, Warragul find the boundary. And happy to see the boundary was Liam Giove. Right half forward flank, right in front of the Gippsland Live commentary position. Your caller is Daryl Cooling.
So Smart will do the ruck duties against Wykes. Working hard, the young fellow who's Wykes. He tapped it beautifully over the back to Ethan East, who barrels one inside forward 50. Masterson those on his own. He dropped the mark that he should have taken. McCary's got some wheels, grabs it, puts it on the boot, and we've got 2 exciting points in the space of 2 minutes.
And we've got a 5-point ball game here at the 11-minute mark in the second quarter. Carver Country scoreboard, Bairnsdale 3-4-22, Warragul 2-5-17.
And the ball back into play. Nicely done. They find teammate. They're going to go corridor. It's always a risky move, especially in these conditions, but it paid off on that occasion. Nick Mulqueen took the mark, played off quickly to Graham, but Graham couldn't find a teammate, and they're under pressure out of side of the ground.
Do you reckon Shane McDonald got squashed as a kid? Because half of his body's in his legs.
Well, you go tell him that. Have a look at the size of him.
I'm not telling him.
He is short, but he is built like a brick.
Bucket.
Yeah.
Jeebus creepers.
He has muscles on muscles in his legs.
He does. Right half forward flank, Warragul into attack. In fact, Bairnsdale into attack, I should say. Inside forward 50. Can they find a winner? They can't. The boundary will win out. 40 metres from home are Bairnsdale, and Bairnsdale are leading by 5 points at the 12-minute mark, second quarter.
I've got some around-the-ground scores too, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. We'll probably quickly rattle them off if we can.
Yep, you're right.
Stuff 5 points to Ballara 6, MDU 8, more or less 54.
Well, from the stoppage, Graham eventually got boot to ball. Doesn't go too far, though. At the top of the 50 they are. They're trying to get it out of their area. Smart just quickly put ball to boot. Goes out towards Winder. That's T. Winder, by the way, not T. Inder, as the ball comes back inboard to Austin. Couldn't quite mark it. Second effort was good. Tapped it, tried to get it towards Giove. Davidson quickly handballed across to Mayburn, who got it to Mulqueen. That was Nick. And they relieve the pressure again, although Deary takes the intercept mark and now drives it back inside forward 50 again. Austin at ground level, surely a free kick. And it goes to the coach, Logan Austin. He's on a really tight angle, hard up on the boundary line, kicking into the teeth of the breeze. And Boxer surely can't kick it from there.
I'm going to back him.
What?
I just think that
you'll get one right eventually.
Correct.
He passes this one off. He goes to Dennis and kicks over his head, though. Giove was there. Now running it out is Davidson. He just puts it on the boot, gets it towards centre-half back area. Hughes is there. Can he get the handball to Kaya? He does. He's got some wheels. He turns and goes to Vinny Kaya. He puts it inside forward 50. Running back with a flight. No, it's one-on-one. Lamb's got it. He keeps his feet. He's just going to sit for him. He puts it on the boot and misses again. And it's the second time he's missed from 15 metres out.
It was like a Shea Bolton from the other night where he had the opportunity to make sure he got his balance and went for that dribble kick and it didn't work.
And the margin is 4 points in Bairnsdale's favour. We've played 13.5 minutes of the second quarter. 3-4-22 to Warragul 2-6-18.
So, defensive 50. They go short. They've got a couple of options here, one of which is Vickery, Byron Vickery. Still in his side's defensive 50 arc. Looks to the left, looks to the right. McDonald's found a lot of room. No one running with McDonald. I reckon after 25 possessions, you'd probably think that maybe we should. His kick isn't great, but the man he went to at time, and that was Ricky Tatnell. I reckon McDonald will end up with this again, will he? He gets himself in the right spots more times than not. Yep. There he goes.
There he goes.
McDonald grabs a quick handball, runs 10, kicks 50, top of the square, roving nicely. No, just over the top of the head of Logan Austin. But they've got the numbers. They've got time, and they've got time to kick for goal or go short. They went short, and they found John Gooch.
You know what I liked about that build-up there too? They just didn't panic with the ball. And McDonald, I know we're talking a lot about him, but his balance, he just read the play beautifully, and even his running kick was a 50-metre kick to advantage, you know, and Austin was able to get the handball off, and they're in this position now.
So Gooch comes in. We've got 50. As Davidson, I think, said something to the umpire. And this will be a late hammers there as John Gooch from the goal line will put it through.
Him how he was going home on the way after the game. Do you reckon?
He may have told him to get in the ice bath early as John Gooch puts it over the goal umpire's head for another goal. And now the Redlegs extended. It's out to a 10-point margin.
See, we've been in this position before. This is where Warragul now too. And actually, while we talk now, we're seeing players come off. There's really a big advantage now. Yes. This city end. The wind has really swung around, but some fantastic build-up there from the Bairnsdale side there. Some really good signs from their defensive half-back line. They are really, really running the ball hard.
And it's a 10-point margin, as Darryl said, at the 15-minute mark in the favour of Bairnsdale. Carpet Country scoreboard, the Redlegs are 4-4-28, leading Warragul 2-6-18.
Big moments thanks to Moore Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer is tonight, and Smart got a handle on it first. Tried to squeeze a handball back to Graham, did well. Inboard now to Nabilius. The old 1-2. Hefford gave it to Graham. Graham puts it inside forward 50. Lamb one-on-one. Can't quite get it. Stewart was there, did well. Good effort by Randall Stewart at ground level. Now he's dragged it in. He might be in a little bit of strife. The ball pops out the back. Trying to work hard there was Deary at ground level. We'll get a free kick. Will go Bairnsdale's way. And it's going to go in the way of Andrew Nelson. So Nelson decides to switch it up and get it to the far side of the ground. Can he find a teammate? He does. Is it Mooney? Quickly shovels it out. The run from Vickery at half-back goes towards Carey. McCary over his head. Picked up by Masterson. Now they go forward again to Warragul. They get to centre-half forward. Graham twisting and turning. Gave it in toward Nabilis, who just kicked it off the ground out of mid-air. And in the end, lands back in the hands of Andrew Nilsson, the defender for Bairnsdale.
Graham and McDonald must have BO because no one's getting anywhere near him. Well, and both sides are using their link-up players very well.
The stats, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. How is McDonald going?
Where have we got him? 4-5, that's 13 disposals at the moment. Nick Graham, 6-10, he's on 20.
Wow.
Not even half.
Unbelievable figures, given we've only played 17 minutes of this second quarter. Somewhere around 10 minutes left to play as Bairnsdale again through McDonald. Gets on the end of another one. It's not by chance. He reads the play beautiful. Takes a bench, draws a player, feeds off nicely. He does as well. Tatnell. In fact, Vickery goes long and now finds Tatnell. And Tatnell goes to the top of the square. Can they find a winner? They can't. Rove nicely. All rove nicely,
good
but
tackle.
only momentarily because the tackle was red hot on John Gooch.
See, I don't understand the difference on both ends. Lamb wins the free kick here in front of goal. He had prior opportunity. Gooch, great tackle, no reward.
Dangerous spot. Knocked out there by Gooch, trying to get a flying shot on goal. Gilbert will pick it up and try and take 4 or 5. He eventually got ball to boot in the end, but it goes over. Boundary throw in.
Scott, we've got some really close scores. There's a mid-Gippy scores, quarter time. Moving North 28, Tura 23. Stony Creek 15, Newborough 13.
Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland Stores. As we've travelled 18 minutes here, the margin sits at 10 points in favour of Warragul. Bairnsdale, who had a great second quarter. They kicked 3 goals to none. And they're pressing again. Top of the square, working hard is Gooch at that ground level. Can't quite get it out, and the umpire will do things again.
Match of the day, Tarwin versus Hill End, and it's a draw at the moment, 15 apiece. And 26 to Fish Creek will yet to score.
So Smart clearly got a handle on that one. And Davidson and Hefford are working hard at ground level as well. For Warragul, the defenders have been under pressure this quarter.
20 past 3 in the afternoon, and the lights are on here at Bairnsdale.
No rain though, Boxer, which is good.
No, well, the wind's here, so there's no rain.
It certainly is. Smart again, clearly got a hand on it. Graham, quick little kick towards the boundary. Will this be pinged as deliberate? He had one option. The umpire rolls in. Yes, it is. Deliberate every single day of the week, as Sean Mooney will have it. He's in the teeth of the race, keeps it low and misses the target, and Gilbert and found his opponent in Graham.
So Graham, left back pocket. With his side 10 points down, they really haven't threatened the goal on too many occasions. No question that Bairnsdale are playing their home ground very nicely. Braden Fowler took a big mark. Half back, he's moved up, probably through frustration of not getting much of the ball. And guess what? That frustration has ended up in a absolute poor kick.
Out of bounds on the full.
It is indeed. So a free kick will go the way of Bairnsdale to Deary at right half-back flank. No one really on the mark, so he gathers 10 and kicks only 35. The wind got hold of it and ground level. The numbers are Warragul's way, but a free kick behind play, he's going to go Bairnsdale's way. Right half forward flank.
It's Vickery.
It's Vickery, so it goes inboard. Risky kick, but guess what? McDonald's are equal to the task. He just puts the shoulder down, bursts the tackle, kicks 55, and just about got the goal, but a nice mark last line of defence.
It is. Jack Mayburn is the one. He decides to go to that bottom side again. Patrick Mulqueen's kick is a danger one. Here he's again. Shane McDonald. For Gippsland Isuzu Ute, he could be a ring and he might be a contender.
I tell you what, I don't get. What do you have to be cute inside 50 against the breeze, and you pop the ball into this player's hands?
So Shane McDonald,
fair income.
The way he's playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to dodge the man on the mark. There you go.
Well,
I'm not sure why such a big bloke's on the mark.
Graham's the one.
At that. There he goes short.
He chips it over the top at the toes there of Gilbert. Both these boys have come in. It goes back out towards McDonald, but he picked it off, though, was Graham for Warragul. His kick, though, guess what? Out of bounds on the full again as they're exiting defensive 50. How many times are they going to do this, Box?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't know where the message is coming from Alga at the moment on the bench. But
you got to run and carry?
We've got the same view. Absolutely, absolutely. Run and carry the ball.
Well, Vickery now, left foot. Can he find a teammate? He can. Gee, the kick needed to be perfect. Guess what? It was perfect. Simon Deary. He can come grandstand side. He runs, draws a player, feeds off with a handball to Austin Hodge, and left half forward flank. Here we go. Ethan East. He draws a man, dances around, kicks to the top of the square. Can he find a winner? He can't. Ground level. The biggest man on the field plays the role of a small man, and Gilbert stole the ball. He pickpocketed, kicked for goal, said, "I didn't see anything, officer," and it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
8 scoring shots apiece, you know, and Bairnsdale have had a lot of the play. Paul Carter, how many inside 50s for both sides this quarter?
Bairnsdale leading at 11-8.
Wow, there you go.
And that's a surprise, I think.
That's a surprise.
I thought it would have been 11 zip. But we have a stoppage inside forward 50. The margin's still only 10 points, though, Boxer. That's the thing. McDonald from the stoppage kicks around the body. Oh, the Zambrero goal that a contender missed was touched on the last line by Nick Graham.
And I think that's where the frustration will kick in. Bairnsdale know they've had a lot of the play inside 50, and this is the result, is they're not killing them with 6 points.
Well, Graham's already up over 20 touches. He's played on it, had another one. And he got it out to Davidson on the defensive back pocket. Although, we've got a free kick going to be paid. And it's going against Warragul. It's going to go to our man, Shane McDonald. And right in front of the coaches' bar, the change rooms here at the Bairnsdale City Oval, hard up on the boundary line. He's over the boundary line. He's about to...
He's probably in the best spot now with this breeze.
We've got 50.
He'll get it for sure now.
We have abuse. We have umpire dissent, and we've got a 50-metre penalty, and that's 2 they've had this quarter. And they're going to kick from point-blank range. Shane McDonald is having an afternoon for the Redlegs as a ring-in player today. I tell you what, and he's just got a goal on the board. Has he? Yes, he has, only just. But he's put it straight through from the last line. And Bairnsdale extend this lead out to 16, 17 points, Box.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, though, Scott. I know we're calling them ring-ins, but what they've done is they've created a lot of confidence with their teammates around the ground as well. So the Bairnsdale side...
I love them. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we want to keep them.
Yeah, absolutely. We want them. At the same time, I wasn't a big fan of Sam Gilbert when he played with St Kilda, but I'm a big fan of him playing right now because he's given back to country footy, and what he's done right now for Bairnsdale and McDonald is they've given him a bit of a sniff now.
And on the Carpet Country scoreboard, it's a 17-point lead to Bairnsdale. They've kicked 4 goals, 3 behinds this quarter. It's 5-5-35 to 2-6-18.
All right, free kick behind play. Guess who? McDonald. I reckon we're looking at the Isuzu player of the day right here. McDonald, good news for Bairnsdale. He'll get a Harvey Norman voucher that's only valid at the Bairnsdale store. So they have to come back next week. Good kick, good take. Logan Austin will kick from the top of 50. And he's turned his back to the goals because he knows he can do what's required, and that's kick the ball 50 plus.
Massive mistake there by Warragul. You know, McDonald wins the ball, and they've left this open space for Logan to run into. And it was a great mark on the lead, too. Strong hands. He's 50 metres. He'll be kicking it from 50 metres, Scud.
No worries in the world at all.
All right, so Logan Austin walks this one in. Massive run-up. Dennis Lilly-like. From 30 metres, he runs up. He kicks the ball 55 and just offline.
Oh. These are the ones they're going to woo later on if Warragul can actually find a spark and get within them. But right now, they need to be nailing these opportunities.
And it is an 18-point lead to Bairnsdale now, the 24.5-minute mark. They have 5-6-36. Warragul 2-6-18, Carpet Country scoreboard.
Ball finds Tully Looms on the outside for Warragul. He's kicked towards the wing area. It's going to clear the pack, and Randall Stewart can't get it before it goes out of bounds. This time, it's not out of bounds on the full, though. And we have a boundary throw-in. Probably their best exit out of defensive 50 for a little while now for this Warragul side. We've travelled 25.5 minutes, and it's 4-0 in this second quarter in favour of Bairnsdale. Wibley tapped it down. Mulqueen at the bottom of the pack. Can't get a handle out on it. And we'll have a stoppage. Just forward to centre for the Redlegs. Wykes will do the ruck duties with Wibley. Hard to move the big fella, but Wykes got a tap on it. Nicely done to the run, and they drive it inside forward 50. Austin was the target again. Ground level there was Looms. He handballed a free kick.
Yeah, Warragul's way went over the shoulder, so... You know, there's only so much this Warragul defence can take because they've been bombarded in the last 10 minutes. I know entrance inside forward 50s is even enough, but I tell you right now, they're hoping that half-time comes very, very quickly. Defensive 50 go towards the outer side of the ground. Does the big man in Mulqueen? Can he find a teammate? He can't. They've just got numbers where it matters. And Gilbert gets another touch, a left-handed handball to space, and picked up ever so nicely by the Redlegs as they try to threaten the forward 50 again. Good work it was by Bromwich. And he goes inboard. Can he find a winner? One hand. Who needs two? Not this bloke. Not Link McKenna. He put up the left mitt, dragged it down, and easy as you like, Bairnsdale are going to extend this lead possibly to a match-leading one, because 4 goals in these sorts of tricky conditions are like gold. 5-6, 2-6.
It was just cool heads. Like Bromwich just used the ball a lot better. He lowered the eyes, and McKenna was playing in front, and it was a great grab. Now, what he has to do is do what his mates haven't been doing and finish it off.
So, Link McKenna, on the slightest of angles, he'll kick from 30 metres, maybe. Left foot, they're usually pretty deadly. Guess what? It was pretty deadly, all right. Nicely done to Link McKenna.
Yeah, great finish there too by McKenna, and the Bairnsdale boys are really now starting to get on top, and some ominous signs now there for the Warragul side, and they are wheeling the changes now too, and they've brought some of their guns back onto the ground, but this quarter is getting a little bit later. Very well, Warragul likes.
Very well spoken, Lala.
I think it's the cold water that's got everything working, even the vocal cords and even the English vocabulary.
I wouldn't push it too far, but so far so good.
24-point lead to Bairnsdale, the 27.5-minute mark this second quarter.
Wibley in the ruck, and Wykes was there, nicely tapped down, but it was picked up this by Giovi. His kick towards inside forward 50. East can gather it, kick around his body, going back with the flight. He's go, check a mark on his chest. And again, Bairnsdale are going to get another one. They're going to kick 6 in the quarter. He is directly in front just about. Only the slightest of angles.
Warragul's second quarters have been really, really poor this year.
So John Gooch from 2 metres out just has to put it through the middle, and he does. And again, he's got 2, John Gooch. He's got 2 in the quarter. And Bairnsdale, they got 6.
And Scud, we were watching this side, and the siren does go now for half-time there, boys.
It is 6 for the quarter. It went 28 minutes, and it was all the Redlegs as they get out to a nice 30-point margin at half-time. And that's probably where it sits in the all scheme of things of where this game is at the moment. Bairnsdale 7-6-48. Warragul 2-6-18. It's half-time. And it's Bairnsdale leading by 30 points. It's Gippsland Live on right now at Harvey Norman.
The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan.
We were talking birthday traditions when Gabby gave us a tradition of her own. Not so cool is every year on Christmas Day when my dad goes for a run, he wears reindeer ears with bells on them. Not so cool, but a unique tradition nonetheless.
You know when he's getting home, though. Oh, the bells are going. Nearly time to have Christmas
Dancer
breakfast.
and Prancer and Raymond.
The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan. Weekday mornings from 6. TRFM.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland. It's the perfect place to stop. You can stretch your legs, enjoy a coffee from a cafe, or grab a quick snack. A 15-minute break every 2 hours could help save your life. Another road safety message from McDonald's Gippsland, Road Safe and Gippsland's own TRFM.
Transform your home.
TRFM.
Let's get down.
Points at the moment. The two ruckmen will go at it. It'll be Wykes and the big fella in Wibley. Wykes tapped it down. Out the back there was Austin Hodge for Bairnsdale. Just kicks around now to Bromwich. His kick goes towards half forward. Island just got pushed off the footy. The umpire said no free kick. McKenna was there. Gave a quick handball back to Gilbert. His kick inboard. Missed the target there as Dennison working hard for Warragul was Mayburn. And now the kick goes forward. In a dangerous spot, front spot there was Gooch. Couldn't quite mark it. Ground level it comes to Mayburn. He gave a handball off to Looms, and then Looms has to quickly chase it again as Gooch said it will go over for a boundary throw-in.
Scott, could I just quickly make a quick mention to our beautiful grandson, Oscar Hansen.
Oscar!
Who's celebrating his 4th birthday today, our young little champion. Have a great day, little man, and I'll see you in a couple of hours' time.
Happy birthday, Oscar! As the ball comes back in, can't get a handle. There's McDonald again. Just couldn't get a handball on that one, though. Squeeze out the back. Trying to work hard again to this defence of Warragul, and that was Hefford. He was happy to see the boundary line. They'll reset and they'll go again.
I've just had a message from Marty. Thanks, Marty. Marty wants Boxer to wear the La uniform home tonight.
Beautiful. Not in the best shape.
He's very interested in Twinkie Winky. I'm not sure what that all means, but anyway, I'll let you know how all that unfolds.
Was Boxer leaving early? Did I hear that?
I am leaving early.
Apparently he's leaving early again, which is interesting.
Wow, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's noted anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want some scores from around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland?
Yeah, before you go, it'd be nice.
Just wait for 2 seconds as Warragul Bairnsdale start to build again. Here's McDonald, got a handball out now to Gilbert. Gilbert runs about 40. His kick was smothered. It comes back to him. He gets back inside one, holding the footy. Free kick will go to Lynn as we had a boxer for around the grounds for Harvey Norman Furniture.
In the mid-Gippy, Ballara, they take on Foster. It's 20-8, more east. 10-6-66 to MDU, 3-3-21. And Tura, 4-5-29. They trail moving north, 6-4-40.
Smart's got a free kick at half-back. Gave a handball back to Graham. He was flat-footed, and he's had a few of these kicks. Kicks down the line and goes out of bounds on the full.
Wow.
So we know he's had 25 touches now, but they're not damaging, are they, like McDonald's 20 are?
No, 25 touches and your side's down by 5 goals. So,
and there are little ones around the back, flat-footed.
Yep, so they go forward again. There's just a bit more urgency about the home side, which it's nice to see from Bairnsdale. They've obviously primed themselves up for a good performance to date, and to date, they have shown what they've planned to, and that's winning style of football. Let's see if the visitors can make something out of this. A Fowler left foot kick isn't pretty, but it goes inside 50. Lamb keeps his feet. Can he get a handle on the ball? No, he can't. Good pressure from his direct opponent. And speak of Andrew Nelson, the ball finds the boundary line.
I'll keep going with these scores, fellas. Newborough 5-9-39, Stony Creek 3-3-21, and Tarwin 9-7-61. They lead Hill End 2-4-16.
And that is 1v2 in mid-Gippsland as well. Austin Hodge won it from this stoppage, just kicked it outside. Top of the defensive 50 it goes. McCary and Looms was there. Quickly by Masterson to kick it inside forward 50. Head over the football was Giovi. Tried to squeeze a handball. Hodge is working well. Masterson comes the other way and grabs it. Wrapped up in the tackle. Williams is there. Trying to squeeze it out. Gilbert's on the bottom of the pack as well. And the umpire now says my ball. 3.5 minutes in. Margin still sits
at that 30 points as it did at half-time.
So that you'd think that they need to edge closer than the current 5-goal deficit to have any chance. We've played just 3.5 minutes as now Bairnsdale work it out off their half-back line. A nice wave of the black and red come towards the commentary position, or smack bang in front of our commentary position. Using his body nicely was John Gooch that feeds it off. Good handball it was to McKenna. One-on-one contest. No, over the top of his target there in Logan Austin. So the race is on and the numbers favour the visitors. They're getting in each other's way here, and Austin made a really good tackle that keeps the ball in the area, and given the circumstances, that can be counted as a win for the home side. 3v1.
Yeah, great call, Poppy. And they get the stoppage that they want. Can they get a goal from it? Goes out to the back. Here's McDonald. Goes to ground. Over the boundary it goes. Boundary throw in 4.5 minutes.
That good? I reckon you need a cold bath every Saturday afternoon.
Well,
it wakes you up a little bit. You're not coughing.
It's funny. Marty said the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, for Kappa Country, helping dreams become a reality. That's what you do, Boxer. And your performance today has been great. As we get secondary boundary throwing.
Sorry, Scott, let's keep going with some scores from the AFL that we've already had already. The Tigers, they were 12-point winners on Thursday night over the Port Adelaide. And on Friday night, it was the... Oh, God, the scores have gone now, but it was the Blues by 26 points. Oh, Jesus.
Well, again, kicked around the body was Link McKenna, and it was picked off there. And again, Graham gets one out the back and then turns it over. So Graham gets the cheapy handball out the back, turn the footy over, and now McCary will have a shot on goal. And they're the touches that we don't want him to get.
He spoke beautifully about it before too, Scott. But again, those sort of kicks inside 50 to be cute against the breeze, mind you. Kill the ball out wide here, get it to your defensive side, get a stoppage on this side. Now it's going to cost him a goal.
So Braden McCary's had a few siders. He hasn't got one this afternoon so far. We know he's a renowned goal kicker. He puts it on its way and he still hasn't got one. He tried to get it to work it right from left, and the breeze didn't bring it back. For McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard this afternoon, chicken just went from delicious to deluxe with a new chicken deluxe range at Macca's, together and loving it.
Okay, the visitors bring it out from defensive 50. Sorry, Cart Chicken update in just a moment. I got excited as Bairnsdale turned it over again. The numbers around the ball is very good. Giovi goes inside forward 50. Can they find a winner here? They can, but the numbers were all around John Gooch as he tried to tap it to the advantage of his teammate. He couldn't do that, and the free kick is eventually going to go to Warragul's way. As Paul Carter lets you know the scores right now.
Bairnsdale 7-7-49, leading Warragul 2-6-18.
So Winder got it out towards Graham. He's chip kick to the wing finds Fowler. Maybe I needed one of those ice baths. As Fowler now, right foot boot towards the top of the 50. It goes out in front of Lamb. Over it goes for a boundary throw-in.
He's not tough enough for the bath.
No, true.
Oh, here we go.
No.
You didn't say a word in our pre-game.
Yeah.
And when you were arriving, you were that petrified of the ice bath, and now all of a sudden you've done it.
Yeah, my olive complexion did go a little bit on the pale side.
It did.
Scud wouldn't need to wear a uniform.
Why is that?
To be a Teletubby.
As Fowler took on the tackler.
What's the grey one called?
Yeah. Quick one there. There's no grey one. Out the back, Hodge had a handball over the top. Found Ricky Tatnell. They try to run it out of defence, and this is what's been impressive from the red leg side. They've been able to work it nicely. It gets towards Bulmer. He keeps his feet. They slide in, trying to work it out. There was Williams, and eventually over the boundary line, Sam Park. But that's been the difference, Boxer.
Spot on.
The execution.
Yep, absolutely spot on. They've been able to use the ball really well off their half-back line, and they've just been smarter with the ball, where they've the Warragul sort of really butchered the ball coming out of their defence.
So ball comes back into play. The margin's 31 points in favour of the home side. Wibley just picked it up. Gilbert grabbed him. And Gilbert asked the question about holding the footy. The umpire said, no, we'll ball it up.
He's been quiet today, Wilby. We've seen him play some really good games, and when he's played some real good influential part of the game. But today, very, very quiet.
And now he gives away the free kick. And it's going to go to Wykes, who can get it out towards Tatnell. And nice little neat kick. Tatnell's got McKenna if he wanted him short. Ignores that. And now he goes inboard on the 45. Nice kick to Wykes. They got some runners around the back. Do they use them? No, not the first time. It goes a kick to Deary. He handballs across to the runner, who was Gilbert, who eventually ran on. And his left foot kick is a beauty. It's found Kieran Vickery. He's got some space to move. He can gather it, lower the eyes, and hit up the coach in Logan Austin. And transition football, that's the difference in the game right there. As quickly Austin plays on, drills it towards Dennison, and puts it through for a minus. No, there'll be a free kick going in the way of Mayburn.
I was going to say, just buy Gilbert a house. Just do something to get him in.
Where would you go? Paynesville, Meatung, Lakes?
Meatung.
Or straight in Bairnsdale?
Well, I think a property in each of those venues would be nice. The ball goes to where it's a half-forward flank, but again, it's all the red and the black. They got the numbers, and the wave comes from the half-back line. Again comes grandstand side. They've got Gooch in the lead. In fact, it was Dennison who the target was, but picked up beautifully by Austin Hodge. Gives ground and finds Randall Stewart. His kick, though, just wasn't quite good enough, and it falls in the arms of Davidson, whose kick, again, short in defensive. 50 again, and John Gooch. I'll tell you what, they've picked up some cheap ones here from some bad decision-making of Warragul.
You know, I've said this a few times about Warragul. Is it a fitness thing with the errors, or is it just a thing between the ears that's happening right now with Warragul?
I'm not sure, but Gooch is going to make them pay off the Woodgate card. Yep, he's pretty happy with it. So big Johnny Gooch gets his third of the afternoon, and the legs are on their way.
And I'm not showing any disrespect to Warragul, but there's something that needs to be sort of questioned in regards to the errors they're showing through us, especially in their defensive 50. It's cost them a couple, and it could have been even 3 or 4 if, you know, if the Bairnsdale side were more accurate.
I've got the answer for you in a moment, Box.
The McDonald Gippsland scoreboard has a Bairnsdale a 37-point lead, 10 minutes into the third quarter. The Red Leagues 8-7-55, leading Warragul 2-6-18.
It's just too few. They're relying on maybe 5, 6, 7 players. The rest just aren't doing enough at this level.
Yep, I agree.
That's all it is.
Yep.
And at the moment, Bairnsdale are all over him. Nick Mulqueen's not one of those because he's been great. Kicks it towards the top of the 50. Goes wide and out towards the boundary line. And too far for Lamb. It goes over. We've got a boundary throw in. 10.5 minutes, second quarter. 37-point margin in favour of the home side, who have winners all across the board this afternoon. And a couple of handy recruits that they picked in during the week, McDonald and Gilbert. That's Sam Gilbert, of course, out of the ex-St Kilda, if you're just tuning in. He's having a good afternoon.
I've been told it's red and blue, not red and black.
Oh,
I
just
apologise.
yes,
thank you.
we're
going to correct you, but we better not.
I got a bit excited. Sorry, boys.
Yeah,
That's okay.
It's a dark navy too. It's a beautiful dark navy. Graham from the stoppage, who's got the black and the red on, of Warragul, gets it towards half forward. Couldn't hit the target. Tried to squeeze a handball out. Nicely done there by Giovi. Gets in the hands of Dennison. Can give it back to Bromwich if he wants. He took it on. Come back inboard. Austin Hodge now. They've got space and room everywhere. And this man, Shane McDonald, has not missed a beat today. Chips it over the top to Gooch. Gooch has got one in the goal square. No, he decides to have a shot. Oh dear.
I think this
oh dear. Option. No, Leek McKenna on his own in the goal square.
No, his opponent was drawing him in.
McKenna was flat-footed if he was sort of leading at the ball.
Oh dear, oh dear. Give that every day of the week, I think, Pop.
Yeah, you're a generous man. You are.
Okay,
another turnover.
Well, coming out of the back half, Ireland turned it over.
I would have went for a torpedo goal myself.
Wykes comes back into board, and Gooch this time, but standing the ground nicely. And a nice mark there. That time it was Will Hatfield.
Scott, I have to apologise. Sign off to all listeners out there. I'll catch you all next week.
Yeah. Gee whiz, 3:58 this afternoon on a Saturday.
So Boxer left the match immediately prior to the post-match last week.
Yeah. And
join Boxer next week for the first quarter.
Half-day Boxer. Apparently that's what you do at your work as well. Just turn up and then leave after 10 minutes. I promise we'll be nice. Yep. Thank you very much, Boxer.
There's buddy.
Bairnsdale through Stewart. They come backwards to try and go forward, and old half-day Boxer is out of here at the 12-minute mark of the third quarter. We'll keep things going. Here's a chance for Warragul. Mulqueen chips it inboard to Lamb. It goes over the head. Free kick. It will be paid this time to Lamb for over the shoulder from Nelson, and he'll go back. If anyone wants to join us in the commentary box, we've got a spare set of headset. We can have a special comments. All thanks to Carpet Country this afternoon.
There's a couple of Warragul players that could shoot up here that aren't doing much.
Well, Johnny Capobianco in the bar booth here at Bairnsdale might like to join us. He's a well-known identity in these neck of the woods. Just ask him.
They need to goal here, don't they? Warragul desperately need to goal. It's been quite a while.
So Jed Lamb comes in, right foot shot on goal, starts it right, and it stays that way. And it misses for a minor score. Paul Carter.
Takes Warragul 2 goals, 7-19. They are trailing by 37 points. Bairnsdale 8-8-56. And all that is on the McDonald Gippsland scoreboard.
Last goal for the visiting side.
17-minute mark of the first quarter.
And we're at the 13-minute mark of the third quarter, if you don't mind. So almost a half of football, and Warragul haven't been able to bother the goal umpire, through the big sticks at least. Let's see if they can do something here as Gilliam goes to the top of the square. They're just outnumbered all around the ball.
And here too.
And right, nicely done there by Winder, who fed it off to Graham. A check side around the body is a Zambrero goal of the day. An absolute gorgeous goal by Graham.
Yeah, beautifully done and well called, Nick Graham, with a great little right foot check side.
Wow.
To put it through for the Warragul side. We just spoke about it, 17-minute mark of the first quarter. Finally, they've got one, and could that be the spark for the Warragul side?
And that margin comes back now to 31 points. We've played 14.5 minutes of the third quarter, and on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Warragul now 3-7-25, still 31 points in arrears of Bairnsdale, who are on 8-8-56.
Well, the ball comes back to the middle. That was a very, very nice snap by Graham, and well caught. I think that will be your Zambrero goal of the day. The big burrito just got bigger, but from the stoppage, Austin got it across now to McKenna. He can play on and then got ran down from behind. He got a handball away. Here's Bromwich. He's always got a little bit of poise. Handballs across to Gilbert. Steps inside one. Comes back onto that right foot. Puts it on the top of the square.
Wow.
Beautiful kick. And found Braden McCary, top of the square, directly in front. And that's what you want, composure. And young Will Bromwich certainly has a bit of that as well. And he gave it across, I think I may have called it as Gilbert, but it was actually the coach in Logan Austin who put it there, and he done the team thing. Now Braden McCary's just going to go back and put it through directly in front. He's had a few siders. He hasn't got one yet. Should not miss this one, and doesn't. Puts it through the middle and just gets that back. That after Warragul get one, there's the answer straight away. Pop.
Yep, done well, haven't they? The red and the blue, done very well. Now, this is probably some of the best football they've played during the course of the year, because if it isn't, you'd guess they would have won more games.
That's correct.
So credit where it's due. The sort of footy they're playing is ripping through a pretty unimpressive Warragul side, though, as we speak. So that margin of some 37 points is probably going to be a bridge too far, I'd say, for the visitors, Paul Carter.
At the 15-minute mark of the third quarter, yes, in excess of 6 goals on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 9-8-62 to Warragul 3-7-25.
Okay, so it's going to be Ethan East in the ruck. Couldn't beat Wibley. Nicely done, McDonald. On his back, it was Graham, though, that had the presence of mind to handball and find a teammate. It's inside or very close to the forward 50 of the visitors. But again, the numbers from Bairnsdale, and Nick Ballmer is one of them, who feeds it off nicely. Then he butters up for a second attempt and puts his body on the line. He does it nicely. Here we go. Oh, McDonald nearly got a sneaky one, but choosing to go alone was Randall Stewart. Takes a bounce and then gives it off to his teammate there in Big Sammy Gilbert. His left leg is usually pretty dangerous, and as he went searching for Ricky Tatnell, unfortunately Tats was beaten to the ball by the boundary. So a left half forward flank. Bairnsdale into attack again. 17 minutes gone, third quarter, the margin 37 points favouring the home side.
It's great to have some special comments right about now too, but our man, he's decided to leave early.
Yep.
He's knocked off early, a little bit of rain, and he's pulled the pin. All thanks to Carper Country this afternoon. He's just helping dreams become a reality.
And we all remember the old saying, when the going gets tough, Nick Lucchino gets going.
Straight out of the box. So stoppage at half forward for Bairnsdale. Gilbert did well, squeezed a handball out to the ruckman, who drove it inside forward 50. Front spot, no. Davidson dropped the mark. He was in the front spot, read it nicely, but couldn't complete it. Now he's in a bit of strife, and the umpire said, we'll ball it up 15 metres around, out from their goal. They press again, do the red legs. And their beautiful navy and red jumper. Tapped over the back, Gilbert, quick kick, ball to, there's Bulmer, was able to pick it off, got tackled down low, gave it to McCary, Braden to McCary. I tell you what, there is, all done, no more discussion, the Zambrero goal today, Braden McCary, bang. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable effort, yeah, around the body, tucked deep into the pocket, surrounded by 4 or 5 opposition players, somehow saw daylight. Wasn't big enough for a ball, but he squeezed it through, and the finish was excellent, and that's the first twist of the knife into Warragul, and we've played 18 minutes of this third quarter.
And it's a 43-point margin, match high margin today. 10-8-68 Bairnsdale, and Warragul are sitting on 3-7-25. All this on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Oh, back to the middle again. Gilbert gets dirty, but Graham just picks it out. Now he can run and carry. Lamb's been moved into the middle of the ground, so he has to drive it high and deep in towards Fowler, who's gone deep. Over the back it goes. Park just had a little bit of a fumble. Found it, and it goes over for a minor score. So the move of Jed Lamb into the middle of the part of the ground had to be done, Poppy, because he's just been wasted down there. There is a chance it's a turnover. Quickly back to this as Nabilius puts another point on the board. So you like Lamb in the middle?
Yeah, look, well, they needed to do something, but he hasn't been as damaging as I'd expect him to be, but that behind for Warragul. On the scoreboard says 3-9. Would that be right, Carts, or have you got 3-8? It is 3-9?
3-9.
And their finishing probably reflects their general play. A bit sloppy. As the ball from half-back flank, grandstand
nice
side.
kick.
Dennison was absolutely fantastic to grab that ball from Ethan Est. He goes along the line as well. Pushed in the back, yep, play on, I thought. But anyway, Logan Austin presented. And when you present, you half a chance. So in front of our Gippsland Live commentary position, the coach, Logan Austin, has got a chance to go short, and he's going to try to put himself back in the play again. He finds a teammate, though, in Josh Wykes, who again goes along the line inside forward 50. And Sam Gilbert, with his left leg, would be half a chance here. He says, well, if you reckon McGarry's the
clubhouse leader,
I just want you to have a little think about this. Now, when you're hot, you're hot. So I'd be backing him. He'd normally be about 6-1 to goal from here.
Tough breeze, Pop.
Tough breeze. But when you're hot, you're hot. And the kick off the boot is cool. Yeah, no, cool. Went thin. So another score. And that scoreline starting to get embarrassing for Warragul.
10-9-69 Bairnsdale. Warragul 3-9-27. Straight 7 goals.
42-point margin, as you just said, Paul, on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. The new Chicken Deluxe range. Together and loving it. As they bring it back in the field of play, there's a slippage. Oh, lucky, got over the back. And just found a teammate there at half-back. And that is Hefford. And now he kicks it high in the middle of the ground. It went higher than it did longer. Fowler came up to meet it. Good work by Giovia. Ground level just runs out of the pack. Gave a quick handle across to Link. And now Link has to go again. That's McKenna. Just missed the target. Good work again. This time that was Bulmer. They go backwards by hand. Out towards Preston. Goes towards half forward with a kick. Austin Hodge will go back. Here's McCary. Dances around like a little cat. Now he gives a little chip kick to Wykes. Wykes can lower the eyes and find McDonald. And Shane McDonald will go back. He's got one this afternoon. He's had a little bit of a quieter third quarter, though. Only the 5 touches in this third quarter for Gippsland Isuzu Ute, but still, he's had 25 for the game. And he'll come in on a 45-degree angle. And we'll have to kick from about 45 as well. Shane McDonald been very impressive this afternoon. Bairnsdale leader by 42 points. They're going to extend it. Will it be a game high? Or will it stick to 43? And Shane McDonald puts it through. And he points to the Canberra, who gets up and about here at the Bairnsdale City Oval. And the margin now, Poppy, out to 48.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous play by him for most of the day, McDonald. In fact, the 2 new recruits have been instrumental in this lead today, both Gilbert and McDonald. 3 goals between them, but so many linkages in play throughout the course of the day. They just find the ball at the right time. They bring their teammates into the play, and you can't help but be impressed from what we've seen in 2 and nearly 3 quarters of footy.
48-point lead to Bairnsdale. 22.5 minutes into the third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Bairnsdale 11-9-75. Warragul 3-9-27.
Oh, the youngster Sean Mooney's been moved up onto the wing.
Yeah,
plenty of run in those legs left still for Moons as McDonald again wins it from the stoppage. Gave a handball to Wykes. He got it again. He is going to get it again. This time handball just missed the target and allowed Graham to come in. He's chasing him down as McDonald. Graham's kick around the body towards Lynn. He's got a little bit of space on the far side as Bromwich will quickly close. Lynn steps around him. Bromwich with a strong tackle, and that's on the footy. Yes, sirree. Great work by the youngster, Will Bromwich.
And I noticed that Graham, when he kicked that ball, he watched it for about 15 seconds, didn't move a muscle.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't have hurt to provide some assistance, but anyway, Bairnsdale go forward again. Ground level, it's Warragul, but I tell you what, they're like a swarm at the moment, this Bairnsdale side.
Just back to the ice slide, there were some great local names around East Gippsland going down the slide, but one was missing. and it's got to be on the list next year. Adrian Bromwich has to go down that slide next year.
All right, well, that's...
I'm putting it out there now.
All right, fantastic. I'm sure he'll be keen.
Yeah.
McDonald gets another touch. Can he get the 1-2? No, he can't. Gave, but didn't get back. The kick from a standing start.
He'll get it.
Goes higher than longer, but inside the forward 50, and now Warragul. Again, can they get themselves out of trouble and start to affect the scoreboard? They tried. Nice handball over the top it was by Mal Queen, and off they go. Inside forward 50, Wibley presented, couldn't get a handle on it. He does a good job for a big man.
Tackle, Mooney.
But the tackle is equal to by Mooney, and he now grabs the free kick and then kicks to the advantage of a running defender from the full back line, and off they go. Nicely done it was by Nelson, who kicks to space. Probably wasn't his option. Gooch bounces off his chest, getting the hands on it though for Bairnsdale was Preston. He gives it off.
Nice kick.
Nice done by Dennison. The kick from Deary was very good. Dennison goes along the line, and guess what? Take two. The big man in Austin plays on his right foot. The boundary to his right, kicks to the top of the square. Contest just metres from Bairnsdale goal. Spills over the boundary line. And again, a boundary throw. Bairnsdale 11-9, 75. Warragul 3-9, 27. Nearly 25 minutes gone, third quarter.
Yeah, you can just tell by the ball use from this Bairnsdale side. It's been much better this afternoon. Boxer, our special comments man, who has left the box, thanks to Carpet Country, would be all over that. And that's what he does. He just finds those little niches, little special comments that he does. He does it so well, doesn't he?
He does, yep.
Especially today after an ice bath. He was good.
Yep, some of the greatest comments have come actually since he's left the box.
I'm a bit ashamed that I actually called him Lala.
Here we go. Brad Hefford busts through the defensive 50, kicks to the advantage. Can he find a teammate? He can't. One-on-one. Kick off the ground towards Bairnsdale's forward 50 now. Who's going to be first man there? Could have been Bromwich, I think. No.
Yep.
It is Bromwich, but he's been pinged for holding the ball or dropping the ball. We'll go Warragul's way.
Yeah, Micah Williams has it on the far defensive 50, chipped it over the top. Here's Graham, comes in back inboard. Nice little neat kick to Mulqueen. Does he get it back, Graham? No, not on this occasion. As Mulqueen squared it up out wide. Found a teammate who can run and carry and deliver it towards the leading target in Fowler. He's too far out to score though. Presenting, there was Nobelius, but he came lateral with his kick to Lamb, who is 60 metres out. Now he kicks inboard. We might have 50, I think we do. So maybe I think that one from Andrew Nelson just stepped over the mark after he was told to stand. And Jed Lamb will come in and have a shot top of the square. Now, I tell you what, he won't want to miss this one. He has one. He's had an absolute couple of shanks he has throughout that second quarter. This one, though, directly in front. Big moment for Moore Bowling Club. Jed Lamb puts it through, and that's his second pop.
Yeah, limited opportunities, and that's probably more so because the delivery has been either poor or to a one-sided contest. That is, he's had two, maybe three opposition players to contend with. And when he moves, he looks a lot better than when he stands and delivers. On that occasion, though, he had the courtesy or complimentary 50-metre penalty that made it bread and butter for him, so well done to Lamb.
Right in the shadows of three-quarter time at the 27-minute mark of the third quarter. That takes Warragul, that goal takes Warragul to 4-9-33, trailing Bairnsdale 11-9-75 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Of course, Adrian Bromwich doing the running for this Bairnsdale senior side. He's decked out in the pretty in pink this afternoon.
He loves it, doesn't he?
He does. He'll love an ice bath next year as well.
Or as Boxer referred to it, a cleansing ice bath.
Yes, exactly. As Wykes and Smart again. Smart got high, tapped it straight down. Here's McDonald off the back of this pack. Just going to sit nicely. Well, it does. It doesn't matter. He gives a handle over the top to Ricky Tatnell, the wingman. He chips one towards Sinar Ford. It dribbled along the ground. Coming the other way was Mayburn. Gave a quick 1-2 handball. In they go, through Nobelius, drives it inside forward 50 with his boot. Out the back was Lamb, had to spoil in the end, and he got one over the shoulder. And the free kick's going to go in the way of Andrew Nelson. And he can come inboard and they can exit the defensive 50. They've done this all afternoon at ease as Austin Hodge gets it towards the wing area. Here's Bromwich. This is Will. He's got some pace. He gets around the runner in Mulqueen. Runs his full measure. Kicks towards the hot spot. Out the back, Ethan East can't mark it. Ball comes to ground. McCary will run under this, but he's run down in the tackle by Masterson. The umpire said play on. Now the ball is still in dispute. East goes in. They tap it towards the boundary line. We've got a deliberate or a push in the back. It's going to be a push in the back. It doesn't matter. The siren sounds. And three-quarter time comes. It went 28 minutes. It was 4-2. And Bairnsdale have extended their lead. It is out to 42 points. It is 11-9-75. Bairnsdale leading Warragul 4-9-33. We've got one to go here from the Bairnsdale City Oval. And
to be back playing, but sport faces a new challenge, and it's this simple. Without umpires, there is no game. Right now, we need people to help umpire AFL across Gippsland. You'll be trained and paid to keep our games and community sport going. Search for East Gippsland, Sale or Latrobe Valley Umpires Associations on Facebook to get involved. Proudly supported by TRFM.
Bonus gift cards are now at Harvey Norman. Sony 85-inch Bravia 4K TV, $3,795 plus bonus $250 gift card. Bonus $50 gift card on the Karcher FC7 cordless floor cleaner, only $799. The Barista Pro Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early. It's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $999 plus bonus $50 gift card. Samsung 647-litre French door fridge with beverage centre, $4,199 plus bonus $220 gift card. Bonus gift cards on selected electrical products now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland.
Espresso coffee machine, $990
with.
Okay, on field or off field we're talking there, Pop?
Off field again. Got to be careful where the cameras are these days.
We got a name?
One of their best.
Bailey Smith.
Exactly. Mental health issues early in the year. You always worry about those.
Absolutely.
As Bairnsdale come from the half-forward line, come grandstand side again, the ball will need to pop up, and it does. But can Liam Giove get a handle on it? He can, but McGarry ran into trouble. Free kick is actually gone Warragul's way. It'll go the way, or it'll go against Bairnsdale, and Mitchell Smart will be the bloke. Or is it Masterson now with the ball? The check side kick is pretty poor, to be honest. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but that was all too easy for Ricky Tatnell. Take the mark, play on quickly. And with 24 minutes gone, they still might get another score here.
Yep.
Go through the corridor, feed it off quickly. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Can they find a winner inside 50? They should. Gooch, well, over around the ball. Can't blame him. Gary, little kick, a piece of play that you have to see to believe.
Wow.
Well, rather than pick up the ball,
it
was amazing by McCarry to actually use his foot to kick to the advantage
of the
rampaging teammate, and it was a great finish in the end. And that is one that you'll need to look up on the video highlights.
Oh, that was unbelievable. McCarry with a back heel to put it in the path of John Gooch to run on a...
Off the ground, boys, was it?
Unbelievable. No, he picked it up. Gooch had time to pick it up, but it was the back heel from Braden McCarry to not pick it up. Unbelievable goal.
It's a 45-point lead to Bairnsdale, almost at the end of the game. We're 24.5 minutes played, 14-15-99 to 7-12-54. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
24-minute mark of the last quarter. Mark it down. Go and find it during the week.
Yeah, it's worth a bit of a look. That's right. Ball bounced down or thrown up, and off we go again. Desperation has all of a sudden emerged as Wibley for Warragul kicks inside forward 50. Oh, I tell you what, they're just things not going their way. Malqueen, he dances around one. Does he find the goals? He does. It's a little bit too late, but anyway, a goal's a goal, and Malqueen gets one. Nice finish.
It was, and just nice work out of the middle of the ground as well on that occasion. And Smart and Wibley, I think they battled fairly well in the ruck duties, but nice finish in the end by Nick Malqueen.
Yeah, it was indeed. Yep, Malqueen did a good job. Goal from 35. Couldn't quite get a handle on the ball. Didn't take it cleanly, but kept his mind while there was a bit of pressure around him. Ran 10 metres, straightened up a little bit, and yeah, a good finish in the end. A good goal.
It's back to 39-point lead at the 25-minute mark. 8-12-60 Warragul, and Bairnsdale are 14-15-99.
So we go again, 25 minutes, had quite a few goals kicked in this final quarter. Nicely done there by McKenna. His kick was smothered. Now Graham has to kick around the body, but it's all Bairnsdale. Ricky Tatnell can get it. He can handle across now to Gilbert, and Gilbert can turn and straighten up. He got around Graham, and from 55 metres, Gilbert puts it on its way. It's not going to make the distance. Back there on the last line, nearly. And the numbers favour Warragul. They're able to clear it out. And it gets out towards Nabilius, close to the boundary line. Squeezed him up there was Bromwich. Had to force the kick, and Wykes goes back. And the youngster, Joe Wykes, the big ruckman from Bairnsdale, did well. Got it towards Gooch. It goes over his head. Comes the other way. Nabilius at ground level. Wibley's got to go down and get it. And there Giove just shoved him out of the way, did Wibley. And he tries to get the handball. Out the back he does. To Mayburn, who just quickly rushed the kick. And now Stewart had it and delivers to McCarry, who can mark easy as you like.
Well, given what we saw from McCary just a few moments ago, he'll be able to kick this one blindfolded off one leg because he can do some quite extraordinary things given the opportunity. This one should be bread and butter for him, but he's, yeah, I mean, it's a decent kick, 40 metres, although it's on the slightest of angles, if he uses the breeze well, and there's no reason to think he wouldn't when you, as I mentioned earlier, when you're hot, you're hot. And
look at the goalposts though, Poppy. Yeah,
they are swaying, aren't they? McGarry from a long way out. Guess what?
Yes.
He uses the wind absolutely beautifully, and although it was appearingly a bread and butter kick, it still needed a lot of distance, and it needs some sort of allowance for the wind, and that's exactly what it got. And all of a sudden, the Red Legs start to extend that lead again.
It's back out to 45 points. Poppy 15-15, 105 is the Bairnsdale score to Warragul 8-12-60 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Coming up to the 28-minute mark, and the other quarters have run around about 28 minutes as well. Had a few goals in this quarter, might make it go just that touch longer.
Well, we are closing in, of course. We've got the post-game coming up. We're going to have a chat to our Gippsland Isuzu Ute player of the day, and we'll also touch on our Zambrero goal of the day as well. So from this stoppage, a free kick will be paid to Wibley, and this has been their best quarter for the Warragul side. They've had 4 as Wibley kicks towards half forward, though. Could be turned over. Couldn't quite mark it there with Stewart. At ground level was Murphy. Got shoved in the back. And Jordan Murphy will have the free kick, and might be the first time we've called young Jordan Murphy's left foot kick to his inside forward 50 out the back. Lamb, will he get the advantage? No, the ball's going the other direction. He's going to kick it. I didn't know, and we're going to call 50 now. As well, to be fair, Mooney down there as well, the Bairnsdale defender. It doesn't matter. As the final siren has sounded, and it has been all Bairnsdale. The home side win it on a big day for them. On and off the field, they get their second win of the season. And today they win by 45 points, 15-15, 105. Have defeated Warragul 8-12-60. We've got the post-game coming up after the break. It is Gippsland Live. All thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.
Fitzy and Whipper.
A bloke Bunnings where he still works. Oh, awesome. Celebrated with him. If you find anybody as old as Harold at another hardware store, they'll beat it by 10%.
Oh, even if he did hurt himself, you could just go get some gaffer tape and wrap it around his hips.
What are you doing now? We're building a stretcher in aisle 5 to carry Harold out.
Fitzy and Whipper.
Weekdays from 3 on TRFM.
Now at Harvey Norman, hot deals across a huge range of fabric and leather sofas, dining tables and chairs, Australian-made furniture, home office, outdoor furniture and barbecues. With quick delivery available on a huge range. Plus get 60 months interest-free, no deposit, no interest from Latitude with 60 approximately equal monthly payments and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Finance only available if you have or are approved for a participating Latitude credit card. Minimum finance amount $1,000. See T's and C's. Interest applies for non-compliance. Fees and product exclusions apply. Now at Harvey Norman.
You hit the road early, it's a long drive, and you're starting to get a little weary from the sun in your eyes. Driving tired can have the same effect as driving drunk. If you've been on the road for 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. Stop in at the nearest McDonald's restaurant in Gippsland. It's the perfect place to stop. You can stretch your legs, enjoy a coffee from a cafe, or grab a quick snack. A 15-minute break every 2 hours could help save your life. Another road safety message from McDonald's Gippsland, Road Safe and Gippsland's own TRFM.
G'day, can I help you? Yes, I hope so. I'm digging a trench in our backyard, so I need one of those machines that goes cook. Oh, you need an excavator. Excavator, right, if you say so. And then to flatten out the dirt, I was thinking one of them doon thingamabobs.
That'd be a whacker plate. We know which piece of equipment you need for your project, even if you don't. We hire them too. Mini loaders, drum rollers, tipper trailers and more. See you soon. Gippsland, Wacker, Noyson and Latrobe Valley Forklifts. Visit lvforklifts.com.au.
Style has a new home in Gippsland and it's Carpet Country. Carpet Country is proud to announce the launch of the Country Tiler. Building on decades of experience sourcing tiles from all over the world, they've condensed all of their knowledge into one stunning new contemporary showroom. With stunning tiles hand-sourced from only the finest suppliers, they have something for everyone. And with special orders and almost limitless buying power. Soon to be Gippsland's exclusive home of Laminex, the only limitation is your imagination. Drop in to see them at Argyle Street, Terrelgan.
The Isuzu D-Max is born to live. With 3.5-ton towing, you can bring all the toys. Get off-road and play with 4x4 terrain command and a rear diff lock. and rock out with Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. Plus, with a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, the 3-litre turbo diesel Isuzu D-Max is born to live.
Test drive today at Gippsland Isuzu Ute on the Princess Highway to Elgin. LMCT 10285.
The property market is up. Buyers across the Latrobe Valley are screaming for houses. It's the perfect time to sell, and KW Property Sales and Rental will make it happen. Get the results you deserve from the team that cares. Time to sell with KW Property Sales and Rental Morwell.
Okay, don't panic, but KFC's $4.95 fill-up featuring hot and spicy is about to smoke bomb. It's your last chance to get some of that juicy, crunchy chicken. So order now, because this KFC $4.95 fill-up is the meal you don't want to miss. Pick up only before 4 p.m.
$1 mattress upsize deal now at Harvey Norman. Purchase a selected Australian-made queen-size mattress from King Coil, Sealy Posturepedic, Sleepmaker or Beauty Rest, and for $1 more, upgrade to a king size. Plus 60 months interest-free, no deposit, no interest from Latitude with 60 approximately equal monthly payments, and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Finance only available if you have or are approved for a participating Latitude credit card. Minimum financed amount $1,000. See T's and C's. Interest applies for non-compliance. Fees and product exclusions apply.